button hitting, I'm going to be like, what's his name? God, I can't remember because I'm out of it.
We're starting the show now.
Yeah, I'm starting the show.
Let's go.
The bomb.
Everybody.
That button.
Good evening, everybody.
There we are. Hi, everybody.
Yo. Hi.
Hey, hi.
It's Titanic Tuesday.
Yay.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
going to say, am I the only person that doesn't see all the squares?
And, of course, guess who forgot his doohickey?
Taco Tuesday.
Hey, Kendra.
Hi, Kendra.
Hi, Kendra.
Hi, guys. I can't see anybody,
Kendra's
but, hey.
Kendra's bot that comes on when we first start that says hi, guys. And then,
The Kendra bot.
yeah.
Steve thinks it's Halloween.
Hi.
We used
I
to
like
tease
it. I like it,
Kendra-
Steve.
We used to tease Kendra when she was little, and we would just always tell her that she was an alien. And one time, unrelated to that, we did something that pissed her off, and she screamed, "Leave me alone, Earth people!"
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I love people like that.
Me too.
I'm sorry I don't have my face on right now. My name
I
is
do.
Allison. Hi, Steve. Steve, you're gone. You're
Are you
gone.
Gator.
Steve's
Oh, are you?
gone.
Gorn. Okay. I was going to say, if he's a velociraptor, the Jurassic Park failed in making me scared of velociraptors.
Gorn.
I still think
I
it's
want the Federation.
No, I will have my face on next week. I'm sorry. I'm suffering from allergies. I look like a blowfish.
No way. Look at this.
But hey, look at you, Steve.
just wear a
Steve.
mask like the rest of us.
I don't have anything on at all. I'm
Yeah,
a
I
naked
can't,
face. Naked
I can't
face.
talk in it, though.
Hi, Lewis.
Yeah, it's hard to hear you.
Isn't it nice? Okay.
Hi, Lewis.
Hi, guys.
Yes, Kendra. I know you have to go do other stuff. I've known you a long time, so I figured I can throw and feel.
Hi, Kendra. I don't know you, but hi. My name is Allison. I'm probably the safest bet of the bunch. But hi.
You don't even have a box. You're not in a box. You should have
Yeah,
at least
wise guy, eh?
an empty or black background or something. It's just
Mhm.
weird.
I've got to find something. I actually have my face on next week, but Kendra, I'm having an allergic reaction. I look like a blowfish, so I apologize. But anywho,
I
And
got
How are
it.
you?
does that to me.
how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm going down with alcohol now, so.
Ah,
Well, between Benadryl and weed, wine, I'm good.
I woke
Between
up this
Benadryl,
morning-
weed, and wine.
I woke up this morning and looked outside, and it was just a bright, clear blue
No.
sky. And I thought, I'm going to go sit out in the sun, drink my coffee, and smoke a cigar. So I did that. So I started the day off nicely.
That sounds good.
I sunbathed in the nude during my lunch break.
Hey, what a guy.
Well,
Someone's got to.
Well, there you go. Someone's got to do it. Why not you?
In your mud pit?
Nope, it's not open yet. I'll probably get started on it maybe this weekend or next weekend.
That's time of year, Tim.
Yeah, I've got to take all of it out and then kind of break it apart and then kind of put it back in and beat it with my hands and get it clayey again. I have to do
It's
that
like
every year.
bread.
But yeah, it is. But the thing is normally I start it and then it takes me 2 or 3 weeks to do it, and by that time the snakes really like the
Ew.
dirt mound. So I figured, well, this time I'm just going to have to do it like in a weekend and just do it.
Oh, ew, ew, ew. No, no.
Oh, that left red marks on my head. Anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, welcome to my world, Steve. I do these Comic Cons for 12 hours with that stuff strapped to my head.
I suppose you tell people that I made you wear the costumes.
Yeah.
It's just,
No, you actually have an excuse because you haven't even seen me in one yet. But we do plan on going to what are we going to? Fanboy Expo.
Are you going to Campus Town?
No, I think we're just going to go to Fanboy Expo.
When and where's that?
I think it's in September. It's in Orlando.
Oh.
But
who's
I
gonna
think
be
we're
there?
all just going to do a day trip. I feel bad. I don't want Wendy to have to spend the night in the hotel just because I want to wear multiple costumes. It's not fair for her.
So it's Fan Expo?
Fanboy Expo.
Boy.
Oh, Fanboy Expo. Expo.
Yeah, they usually have the
Available
gooder.
Wednesday.
They have the gooder guests. They're the ones that had Barbara Eden and Joyce DeWitt and
Yeah.
Christy McNichol and all those a couple years ago.
Okay, August 20. That's right before the TampaCon.
Yeah.
Before it,
I think so. Or is it after? Okay, I think. Okay, yeah. Okay, TampaCon is
Labor Day. That's
Mm.
well, we were gonna go to TampaCon and the hotels. The only ones were left were suites that were like $300 a night.
Yeah.
Had been like
Hey,
$600.
Hey, Allison,
Yeah.
for Fanboy Expo, Peter Chris is the top guest.
Oh, my buddy. I love Peter.
Yeah, he's
Peter
there.
Peter was I have so many stories from my Kiss tours back in the day. Peter was a riot.
I bet, yeah, but if you see him, he's gonna be like, "Oh, that bitch, she stepped on my fucking dick."
Well, pretty much. Peter was very well anyhow. Not to my knowledge, but anyhow. No, Peter was so cute when my girlfriends and I were on the big tour, which we call the Dynasty Tour in 1979. Peter would always walk up to us with this little expression. He was like a little boy. What day is it? It's Tuesday, Pete. Where are we? We're in Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay. And he'd toddle away. It's just a sweet. It was fun because they're regular people, when they're around.
Except on more on drugs, because I can concur because I don't like see a different city every night and
Right.
stuff, and where I could get confused. I'm just in my office and I still don't know where the hell I am half the time.
Well, don't you hate when you wake up and you look around and it's like, what the fuck happened?
I did
Well,
that
here's-
once.
They just
Here's
don't
the
seem
fun
to have
part.
a good.
Well, that's what jet lag does to me when I go home from a trip like that. I get that. But so guess what Amazon did?
What did Amazon
Stole
do?
money from you.
They delivered my package to the neighbor, the noisy neighbors, and I never
Oh,
got
no.
it back. And they also, I was like, okay, well, I don't have what I want. I want my Kansas City barbecue sauce for my popcorn chicken, but I guess I'm not going to have that. And then I'm like, well, I guess I'll have some tomato soup because I've got that on subscription.
You sound like
The,
me.
the tomato bisque, I open up the can. It's fucking cream of mushroom. They gave me a whole case of cream of mushroom with
Son
like
of a gun.
non-gluten or
What the
something.
hell?
And I asked Darren if he wanted cream of mushroom. He's like, "Fuck you, man." And so I'm like,
Oh, hey, there's a lot you can do with cream of mushroom soup.
"Oh, I'm gonna donate it to the church. Thanksgiving they do the food drives for the soup
Well,
kitchens."
keep
But
Yeah,
keep
you
a
can
couple
throw
of
it in.
cans
You can
out.
throw it in the kitchen trash, or you can throw it directly in
no,
big trash in
there's-
the garage.
No,
I literally the one can I opened, I put it down the sink.
seriously, there's several things you can do with cream of mushroom soup.
Yeah, my mom used to use it
Donate
all the time.
most of it to the food drive, but keep a few cans out for yourself. You can
Oh,
make
gross.
chicken casserole.
Gross. I hate anything with casserole name in it.
Yeah, you have a green bean. Well, so much for that.
You gotta
you
remember,
know what?
Timmy has more dietary restrictions than an Orthodox rabbi.
Oh, tell me.
So I haven't finished my story.
Go ahead.
So I had some of that popcorn chicken and it tasted bad because it didn't have the barbecue sauce that I liked. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to go to my neighbor's house, the noisy people, because I heard them talking in the front yard. So I went out there. This is about 45 minutes ago. I go out there and asked if they got a package. He's like, no, I don't think so. And so we got to talking for a while. I don't think I've ever talked to that guy so much. And I ended up giving them some of my homemade insect repellent.
Uh-huh.
And it turns out his daughter or his somebody in the family, she did get the package and didn't know. So they gave me my stuff. So I got my barbecue
good.
sauce. But anyway, yeah. Well, what I did is with Amazon, I told them that I didn't get it and it went to the wrong house and they gave me a full refund on everything. So now
Okay, good.
I've got double.
Now
And
you're
the
just
tomatoes,
bragging.
yeah, the tomato soup stuff, I exchanged. I mean, I told them I wanted the same thing. So they said, okay, we'll give you the same thing for free and you can just keep what you got. So isn't that nice? See, it's not all bad.
Does
So when you see
anybody
where the
here?
money they stole from me is going, they're giving it to Tim little by little.
No.
There was
Does
probably
anybody?
just an AI bot with a little thing that you should have checked there.
Probably.
That probably would have, you know,
Anybody here like spam?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know the
I eat
It's
spam.
okay.
the
Okay.
last time I had spam, my mom used to fry it. This was about 1982.
Yep.
And I liked it at the time, and we had the fried spam, and the landlord came over and evicted us,
Oh,
and I
stop.
never had it again. And it was that
Stop.
same place, and that same house. I used to love curry mushroom soup, and I had, Darren and I were latchkey kids, so we made our own. We cooked for ourselves sometimes,
Uh,
and I spilled my hot soup on me, and I cried, and I never had cream mushroom again.
well, no, I've got a good recipe for spam. Now, there's unusual flavors of spam, and the best one I've found is Korean barbecue spam. Slice it up really thin,
Spam,
like in
spam, spam,
chunks.
spam, spam, spam,
Spam,
spam,
spam,
spam,
spam,
spam.
spam. Stop!
And Lewis
Um,
said, "Hi, Kendra. He knows that she's called Kendra.
Mm.
but
Uh,
anyway, if you get Korean barbecue spam and you cook that up, have a little bit of stir fry vegetables. Get some, I like it with cauliflower, riced cauliflower. A little sweet and sour with some pineapple. That is the best cheap meal I've found lately. Just a suggestion.
Interesting. I
Cauliflower
fried it with
fried
taters.
fried cauliflower.
Well, cauliflower rice is pretty good. I just steam it. I get a bag from Walmart, steam it up, and then make the stir fry and make the spam. I mix that with the stir fry and a little soybean oil, oddly enough, and then mix it together with the cauliflower rice and just a touch of the sweet and sour. And I kind of roast a little pineapple and mix that with it. It's very good. It's got all the food groups and it's got spam. That's the most important part.
and and
Spam.
and Lewis is here. Lewis is our friend who lives in Africa,
Hi,
and
Louis.
he walks a half an hour to he walks a half an hour to the brush near this house that's got Wi-Fi. So he has to brave
Aw.
the mosquitoes in a half an hour walk just so he can be with us on our show.
Hi, Louis. Bless you and thank you for being with us. Welcome. Welcome.
I was on that stupid Face album book last night, and I saw a thing showing a tornado in Ottawa, Kansas,
Uh
and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And I'm looking at the path, and I'm like, who's in the path? Peculiar? It's like going right toward my cousins.
oh.
So I
I know
notify
there's
them.
Ottawa.
Yeah, Tammy knew about it, but uh, little Judy didn't. So unfortunately, it didn't get them, but they're supposed to have like a repeat of it, like the next,
Oh,
like tonight and
ew.
Friday. You know how the weather is. Weather's like if it finds
Yep.
out it had fun, then it wants to do it the next day too, and the
It's
next
that
day,
time of
it's
year.
Mm.
Yep.
then it usually winds down.
Yep.
Uh,
Well, you know how it is. Like in Florida, even though you're farther away from me, it depends on what you get in the upper East Coast as to what I get in the Southwest Coast. But it's still, you know, we need so much rain. It's my grass is still crunchy.
oh boy, we get is rain. I mean, it's
Oh,
been dry here a few days, but Allie, what
hmm.
was a Hurricane Charlie got Allie, and they were without power for like six
Oh,
weeks, wasn't it?
yeah, my
Yeah.
neighborhood was without power for 6 weeks. We had water, so I felt like I was in Girl Scout camp. I'm washing stuff in water and drying it, hanging it on the fence posts and all that. Oh my God, that was
Anyway,
rough. Anyhow,
anywho, we are BabbleGab. Um,
Yay.
and I'm going to take a break for 2 seconds and make sure the cat hasn't gone through the screen. Hang on.
I just looked
This
at
bitch
the.
that lived with me bit the hell out of me. Pissed me off,
What did? Oh, the Ruby?
Ruby.
Yeah,
So I'm not talking to her.
I wouldn't either.
So I was giving him water today, and she's like, "Water, water." Like, don't think you're being cute. I know who you are.
Yeah.
I don't know what you did.
What was that, Steve?
I'm making sure this works right.
Don't do that.
Nobody's been able to hear me. I just wondered.
Okay. No, I heard you say something, but you didn't break through the. I was just
I was going
wondering.
to talk. I was just going to mention the Fanboy Expo. There's nobody there I want to go see. That's what I was going to say.
Well, it's got a few months. There'll be more people coming.
But on
I'll take-
TampaCon, Tampa Comic Con is the girl I want to see is Holly Marie Combs. I've had a crush on her for
Oh
years.
gosh, I remember
Oh.
her. Oh my gosh.
Charmed.
Yes.
She's going to be
Charmed
there.
and yeah.
She answered me once on Twitter. Pissed her off. I was talking about Trump.
I love cons like that, and I've got to get a car this year. I've got to get a car
Okay.
because, well, the thing is that I'm friends with a couple of folks on Facebook that are at those things, like Eddie Deason. I love Eddie. He was Eugene in Greece. We are good pals. And Camille Keaton, she was Jennifer Hills in the original Spit on Your Grave. I adore her. We're pals. We communicate. And Patty Mullen, who was Frankenhooker. We
Franken who?
communicate as well. Frankenhooker. Have you ever seen that film? Oh
No.
my
No,
god.
but it sounds hot.
It's phenomenal.
Sounds like Rocky Horror or something.
Yeah.
Frankenhooker is great.
Speaking
Right.
of Frankenhooker,
Hang
I
on.
had not had heard from Phil Hatton in like years on my Face album book, and I realized, you know what? I think I kind of unfollowed him because he was getting too political, and I consider him a friend, so I kind of felt
Uh-huh.
bad. And I'm like, well, let me follow him again. And then it was like Trump, 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 Trump. I'm like, you're not even American. I'm like, that's sad. I like Phil Hatton, and I like the Birmingham things he posts and the different music stuff. And it's just like, why do people have
Wonder
to post politics?
Wonder if
Uh-huh.
antibiotics fixes that. These people ever tried that?
No, I don't think so.
Are
Some
you
at a
there,
bar
Allie?
over the weekend.
Are you there, Allie?
I'm here. It's funny you should mention that because Phil just messaged me for the night.
Oh, I thought you were mad. I'm like, I'm not dissing him. I just wish he wouldn't talk about.
No,
I kind of wish nobody would talk about politics there. I
honey,
just don't want
I'm
to.
fine. I'm fine. It's just that we communicate like 2-3 times a day, and he messaged. I just wanted to let him know I'm chatting with you guys. I'll message him later. No worries at all.
For those who don't know, Phil Hatton is Jeff Lynne's PA.
And Welshman Hills singer.
Welshman's Hill singer, they did a song with me called "Rip, Whirl,
Yep.
and Shake" on the
Rip,
Saturdalia
Whirl, and Shake.
soundtrack.
That I'm not allowed to
And I
play.
just saw that.
Yeah.
I think I need a PA.
No, but they've got.
Right.
Well, the thing is, as much as I love Phil, I love Phil so much with all my heart, and I adore the band. But the problem is, when you think about what they have, they're starting to give this second CD away. It reminds me of a skit. God help me, I'm not going to let him listen to this. It's from a skit from Little Britain. Actually, no, it's a skit from the League of Gentlemen, for an English show, and it's a band called Creme Brulee. Creme Brulee. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. They couldn't give anything away. So the guy, the parent of the son that brings his friends over, is giving away cassettes of the band. It's like, here. And I'm sorry, but that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, that I understand. Then they had a song called "Nobody Cares," and I kind of can concur because it is tough.
Yeah.
I tried to give away copies of Hideaway when I was in Barcelona, and I don't think anybody took one because I just want to get rid of them now. Have
Yeah.
too many of them. I did find I got CDs made, and they should be arriving any day for the
Ah,
new album. Can you feel it? But I only ordered 50 of them. I found a different company that did a minimum of 50 instead of
Right.
100.
Right.
oh,
So
cool.
yeah,
Well, that's the thing. It's like I promote them as best I can, but when you get to the point where they're saying, "Okay, well, tell people that it's free, they can download it." It's like that's not what you're into, but hey, I'll do that. But again, it reminded me of League of Gentlemen Scramble Egg. Oh, oh God. Anyhow,
you're not gonna pass out on us, Allie, are you?
no,
Like
I'm
Putt,
not. Oh God, no.
because I know Putt. Our friend Putt. Sometimes he would get a little smash before the show would
Well,
even start. But
no.
we're used to having like bow his head over in like the third hour, and sometimes it
No,
would
I'm
start
good.
like
I'm good. It's
okay.
just I will have to bow out at some point. Yes, I've had like 3 Benadryl capsules. I'm a bit and I had a bit of wine. And when was the last time I ate?
My stepson OD'd on that stuff, that
Oh
Benadryl. He was
no,
seeing spiders on his arm and everything else.
Well,
no.
if this was Alabama, they probably were real.
If I see
No, it
spiders,
was
I'm
in
gonna.
Jacksonville. I kicked him out of the house after
Oh,
that night. Uh, but we're okay with each other now.
Uh,
I would
But yeah,
say
that Faces of Death is so fake, especially you're supposed to believe that's real footage of George
it's not.
Washington getting
It's not.
decapitated by that tree limb.
Well,
hmm
the thing about the reimagining, as I'm explaining it, I like the fact that it's the protagonist works for a company called Kino, and it's very similar to Instagram, YouTube, any of the social media platforms. Then the antagonist has this great mask. He wears a big black body stocking. He wears a stocking over his head and this really weird white mask over his face. And he has these yellow contacts. I'm sorry, I think they're red contacts in his eyes. And what he does is he works for a cell phone company. And because he's like a manager, he has these, stop yawning, Steve. He has these contacts where he can find these people. But the thing is like when he's recreating the murders from Faces of Death, he uses mannequins. He has his whole house wired to do that. He uses mannequins, and they are the ones who complete the murders for him, like shooting and banging and what they do to, as a sick homage to the monkey brain scene, they have this guy strapped where his head is exposed, and then he has these mannequins that are programmed to keep beating the guy's skull until it cracks and he dies, and then they take it from there. But
Sounds charming.
Yes.
isn't it wonderful? It's
Part
so
I didn't like about
pleasant.
that show was the crocodile, the one hunting for the crocodile or something, was a
Oh
giant
yeah,
one.
yeah.
I didn't like that part. My roommate
Hey,
back in what made me watch it, but I'm like, I don't need to see
hey,
this.
Well,
Steve, you played a song on your show today, or maybe it wasn't today. It was called "I Almost Took Her Baby by Mistake."
Guys,
I almost
uh,
took her baby by mistake.
Here we go. Here I am.
Darren went to a car show with me last
I don't
weekend.
find that funny, Timmy.
What a weird voice that was.
Sorry, I had some phlegm in my throat.
Oh. No, we went to the Wings and Wheels, the car and plane show at the airport, and I was part of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah.
comment on that. You had that one was a de Havilland Beaver on floats, And
Yeah,
I flew in one
it
of
was-
those. I flew in one of those, but the one I flew in had wheels.
Nice
It didn't have
beaver.
wheels.
Had what?
I have no idea
was
because Steve's
talking-
going to play stupid ass noises over me, so it doesn't even matter if I talk or not.
All right, so Tony, I got a question for you then. One of those
Okay.
water planes with the floats and everything.
Uh-huh.
It seems like that's a whole lot of drag to overcome to take off. Do they all just have stronger engines than a normal plane of that size, or how does it
No,
work?
because the floats have steps on them. You know, like a hydroplane. So if you,
Oh,
once
yeah.
you get going, you get up on the step. There's not as much drag.
I know it's tough because I've tried, we used to water ski, and I know how hard it can be to get up on skis. Because when we were kids, Darren and I, we used to ski every day, and it was like nothing, right? And then when we got older, Steve, where'd you go? Tony didn't yell at you.
I think maybe there was a tsunami.
Uh,
Whoops.
no, what happened is we about 20 years ago, Darren bought a ski boat. And he was telling me on the phone that he tried water skiing again. It took every muscle in his body to get up, and he was all aching for days. And I'm like, oh, you old man, out of shape. So I get up there, and and he's right. It took everything I could to get up. And then the next day, Darren and I, we could barely walk. We're both just like stiff-legged, like mannequins, like robots trying to walk around.
I think we used like muscles that we hadn't used since we were teenagers.
I know, but you know what? Boy, that would be a wonderful way to exercise every day because you would get built up for it and it would be so much fun. To me, I would love to roller skate every day like in a
That
skating
would
rink.
be
That's great
wonderful.
exercise.
That would be wonderful. And a friend of mine is he invented something with pickleball. I would love to learn how to play pickleball.
No, don't do that.
It's silly. I have no,
You put
Listen,
pickles on a
the-
sandwich, then
the
the whole
biggest-
sandwich just tastes like a
biggest-
pickle sandwich.
Yeah, no.
the
It's
biggest thing
gross.
I have right now is I bought a fake floor and a tap dance shoes, and I'm going to do tap dance from videos in my living room. I'm happy with that. That
There
will
you go.
work. That replaces pickleball.
I got an idea for you that'll replace pickleball as well. So all this talk of reimagining,
Mhm.
that's a Porsche 911 reimagined by Singer.
Mhm.
And I would highly suggest that if you're going to get a car.
Well, no, I'm fine with not having a car. I don't have to worry about car payments, insurance, etc., etc., etc.
And by the way, those aren't pickleballs.
I know they're not pickles. Hey, Timmy, I know you
Oh, and that was the last we heard of Allie.
have a favorite
Nope, she stepped on your
mustard.
fucking pickle.
I have a favorite mustard from French's.
Oh, gross.
I know you don't like mustard. But it's pickle flavored mustard. I'm so thrilled with that. That's all I'll buy.
Why don't you just spread toe jam on it?
Mustard is awesome.
No.
Gross.
Or they sell
So,
that stuff that's
so-
mayo and mustard. It's all mixed together already. For you.
Oh, hey.
You're gonna make me
this is
throw
what-
up now.
Now, I was just thinking that. I was like, well, Thousand Island is basically mayo and ketchup mixed together. Like, I had to invent mayo and mustard mixed together, but apparently somebody beat me to it.
Yeah, it's been invented. It's like goober grape.
And Kendra said that boat was so much
Yeah,
fun.
listen.
I loved it.
It was. I think that it wasn't quite powerful
Listen,
enough to
there's-
pull adult skiers.
Not really, because when I was in Alabama, we had a skiing day, and some people had an actual speedboat, and that got me up pretty easily.
Huh?
And I was doing a slalom too, which I'm not a big fan of, but it all worked out. Nobody died that day.
Nobody died. Especially you. That's helpful.
Well, we were there because of. I won't get into that.
That's okay. That's okay.
Um,
I'm looking forward to learning to tap dance. which I really enjoy.
Now wait, we've got audio of you trying to tap dance on stage and knocking everything over and falling and everybody booing you.
Let's see if I can prove that for real.
Hey Steve, get that clip.
Hey, listen, then I'll do it for real. I'll get a video for you. It's like, watch me.
No, whatever you mentioned reimagining, so how the hell can
Yes.
you reimagine something when nobody in Hollywood has any imagination to start with?
Well, here's the problem about what they call reimagining with this group. They weren't even fucking born, or they were 5 years old when this took place. I'm going by what they said, but it's like, they're like, oh my god, I never saw it. I remember this. Of course, I was like 20, early 20-ish when I saw the film. I thought it grossed me out. I was really high. I have to tell you, I was really high when I saw
You
it.
don't say.
As a surprise.
And Kendra said that she doesn't think she'll ever get on water skis, but that's not her thing. But chewing, that's a different story. That's what is that?
Chewing, yeah. Likes chewing.
Listen, living in Florida and then the waters around where I live, I have never tried to water ski. I never would try to water ski, especially after being a kid and early 20s and watching Jaws 2. No, I'm sorry.
Ah, okay. Because I've seen all the footage, from Wiki Watchy and Wiki and all these places. The problem is, you go water skiing down there, you need like 9 other people to stand on each other's shoulders and do all that crap.
God, the problem is, well, Wiki Watchy was where in that area is where they filmed Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Ah.
I had an idea. We could reimagine Jaws, call it Manatee.
Yeah, big fat jaws. Big fat jaws. We can have a guy. Oh, the huge manatee.
Yeah.
I kind of like a Creature of the Black Lagoon, a mud pit kind of thing.
Yeah.
I was watching Tim's house while the guys came out to spray for skeeters. He said, "Yeah, we got a kind of a mud pit out there. Do you want me to? Does it get stagnant? Do you want me to spray it?" And so now my brother rolls around in it. Probably doesn't get stagnant.
No, I tell them to spray it every
call
time.
My brother. Call my
Oh,
brother.
really?
Yeah, they know about that. They know about the mud pit.
Yeah.
That's important to spray because that's where the mosquitoes.
Why does Gottschalk
you got-
have a bowl full of baby poo?
The what?
I don't know, but it looks delicious.
Tim, Tony, what? The what has a bowl of baby poop?
You gotta look at the
Gottschalk
screen
does.
once in a while.
I missed it. Sorry.
It's right there in front of you.
I don't see it. Oh, David. God, no. That looks like to me. That looks like mustard. I'm sorry.
It looks like delicious heaven. to me.
Yeah, but if it's got pickle flavor. And
Yo, you're gonna make me puke. Come on, stop that.
I never ate something and thought this needs more pickle.
Oh yeah, Kendra tubing. That's where the fun is. I had so
now
much
it all
fun
falls
tubing
into
behind
place.
the.
Chewing, tubing.
Isn't that
What
the guy
gets
that
me-
pleasured himself on a company call?
what?
do that.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, tubing. That's what it's
Yeah,
called
Jeffrey
now.
Tubin,
Tubing.
that was his name.
Yeah.
But our old friend Big Bob, oh no, Big Bob, always talks about it's almost time to go surfing. Big Bob lives in Michigan. You surf, you get ocean waves, Michigan.
Not working.
He says, "Oh yeah, I go surfing on the river." No, that's not. So you might get a surfboard and go rafting down the river, but that's not surfing. You're having fun incorrectly again.
The last
Well,
time.
maybe he went to maybe he waited till the Witch of
Yes,
November came blowing and went out there on the lake.
Oh my God,
Itchy
Yeah,
Goody.
Itchy Tutney. Not Itchy
Yeah.
Tutney. What is it? Gitchy
The,
Goomy.
the islands and bays, the islands and bays are for sportsmen.
Yeah. We played that whole red and white vessel skit on this show, Allie. That's a November tradition, so you can be
Yes,
here
we
in
did.
November.
Yes, we did.
Uh,
Now, the last time I actually surfed, if you could call it that, I was maybe 12,
Yeah, but me too.
and it was in the Gulf of Mexico, and it was body surfing.
Yeah.
that's all
yeah,
you do there. It's not
bodies-
even the ocean.
Yeah, you're not. That
Well,
doesn't
no,
It's a
it's
Gulf.
exist.
not.
It's sort
It's
of the
not
ocean.
the
It's
ocean.
salty,
It's
and it's got
sort of
oil
that.
in it.
Yeah, what
That
does? Not on
qualifies.
my side, but no, I have not. The last time I was in the Atlantic Ocean was when I lived in New Jersey, and I was a child. I think I may have been like 6, and I tried to eat a jellyfish.
Don't do
How would
that.
you like your poop?
How'd you like your poop?
They're good or brown.
Like
So
a
was that Steve
jellyfish.
playing Allie, or was that Allie just saying that?
No, that was Steve.
That was a long
blended
time
in-
ago.
That blended in perfect, actually.
How would you like your poop?
I forgot why you said that for. I don't know what we were talking about. I just thought that was a good
Oh,
clip.
God, that
How
was
would you like
years
your
ago.
That was the thing about the wrong channel. Is the context didn't matter.
Mhm.
No, it didn't. God, I missed that. We need to do that again. We need to start doing that again.
And Kendra says, I know people down here get their little surfboard things and take it to the river and call it surfing, but I'm like, it's not surfing. That's a
No.
river rafting or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
That's-
explain it to Big
yeah.
Bob. You get Big Bob
I
on
don't
here.
think
and
you can
it to
explain
him.
anything to Big Bob.
Dudley
It's-
Manlove. What?
And
Don't
every-
you wish
every,
your
uh,
name was Dudley Manlove?
Better than Dick Buttkiss. Because imagine if he wasn't a football player and had that name.
Well, that's why he got so big and tough.
And,
guess
He was
Yeah.
kind of a
How about
scrawny
the-
kid, but they gave him the name. It's like the boy named Sue. They gave him that name,
My name's
so he
Sue.
had to get big and tough.
How about this racing guy, Dick Trickle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
that's
they
called
beat
that's
the color
syphilis,
of
gonorrhea.
Everything comes back to antibiotics.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Nothing beats the Colorado State Patrol major, though. Nobody beats him. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
Now you're just stepping on my dick.
His name, you can actually look this up too, and his name will pop up. His name was Harold Butts.
Oh, no.
Harry Butts.
Butts is kind of there's a Butts County in
it's
Georgia. When you go down on the freeway, and every time we go through Butts County, everyone has to laugh. It's like we've done this 45 times.
I have a hard time going
That's
through.
funny.
I have a hard time going through Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, there you go.
Or
Or isn't there an
Yeah, but
Elephant Butte?
that's when you were an OTR driver.
Yeah. No, I lived that way before. Or Allentown. I don't know how far it is from Allentown.
And what, Darren?
What?
You said I thought you were saying.
There
Yeah,
was a
Steve-
thing called
Steve-
Elephant Butte.
You can't prove
Dave
anything.
ain't here, man.
I've got a rock and roll story.
Uh-oh.
Hey? Uh-oh.
So, do you remember the album they had in the 80s called Ammonia Avenue?
Yeah.
We had Don't
Right.
Answer Me was the breakout hit from.
Oh,
but they had-
from Alan Parsons?
that's how I started it.
Ellen Parsons.
Alan Parsons
Ah,
Project.
Ellen
Okay.
Parsons, I remember her.
My bad. Go ahead.
And there's a beautiful song called Ammonia Avenue, and it's basically about a concept album. It was all concept albums, and that was kind of about industrialization and kind of the sterileness of everything. Well, what happened is, what was it? I'm trying to think. It's Imperial Chemical Industries in Dillingham, England. Well, I guess the CEO was, or the chairman was kind of a fan, and he asked Wolfson if he'd visit his plant. And he thought maybe it was so unusual that maybe it would inspire him. So he went there and took a tour, and he just saw all these, like, there was like it looked like a actual kind of avenue just made of these just endless pipes that went on forever. And there was a sign by it that said Ammonia Avenue. And he really was, impressed enough to where he made the album about it. and he made sure to give the CEO a gold record when the album was a hit. It was a rock and roll story. It didn't have.
I think
like,
I remember that song. We're gonna rock down to Ammonia Avenue.
I tried making that joke like 6 times and nobody.
Wow.
It's
We're
got to be
gonna
the
rock
delivery,
it.
Tony.
Yeah. It's Electric Avenue, and then we'll take some tires.
Then we'll take your tires.
I think you came up with that, Gottschalk.
Probably did. I've been saying that for years.
I like that. Well, then we'll take
So Gottschalk, I owe Gottschalk for that one.
There you go.
That's funny.
We're gonna rock on to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take your tires.
Yeah, see, we remembered something from 1982.
Wow.
And if you don't know, Allie, yeah, Darren and I and Gottschalk, we were friends back then.
Right, I remember.
And then we weren't friends for 40 years, and then we were friends again.
Yeah.
Now you're just talking shit.
Occasionally.
There you go.
That wasn't me. That was Steve.
I only have
Sad
two rock
part
and
is-
roll
Steve
stories.
is a bad boy.
Oh, there you go.
Steve is a bad boy.
Next time
Okay,
we get a New
guys.
Yorker, next time we get a New Yorker on the show, he's going to have to explain "stepped on my dick" to you guys so you understand the proper usage of the term.
Yeah, Tony Kanye said it best. I wish I had a soundbite of that. I thought
Oh
it did.
God, he was.
He
God,
said it-
it's
he
so
said it
sad.
So it's
several
not
times.
something that somebody else does to you. It's something that you do to yourself.
Only you, Tony.
Oh,
Only every
I'm
New
stepping
Yorker
on
you've
my
ever
dick.
met. Not for nothing.
I always thought you'd say that when someone was pissed you. Oh, you're stepping on my
He
dick.
did. Tony's
No,
just
I-
living in
He
Tony's
didn't.
head.
I
Oh,
remember.
he did.
I remember with Tony Gagnos, he called me the woman.
The
The
woman.
Ah, the
The,
woman.
the woman, and he said he was only going to be on the show if the woman was there.
You need to, you need to change your name, Allison, to the woman.
The woman.
You're right, David. I'll put that. I'll put the
There you
woman
go.
on there.
That would actually be pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's homage to Tony, because yeah, he did pass a few years ago.
Leave
So.
the kid alone.
Yeah.
He wouldn't say that.
Hey, Steve, you can use that now.
Yeah, there you go.
The woman. Okay.
We had him and Ken Wall on. Ken Wall from Wise Guy and from
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
various other things.
Allie was there.
And that
Yeah,
was
but
that was just
It seemed like it turned into
Ages.
more of a pet
So
awareness
that was-
thing, though.
It was.
well. That was his. Yeah,
No.
that's his thing.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that was a stipulation he could come on the show, I think.
That was a
Yeah.
beat the crap out of Terry Summer party, is what it was.
well, that was even better. But no, his big thing is matching. Adopting animals to
Yeah.
veterans.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But,
Exactly.
I know we didn't spend the whole show on that either, so I guess it was. Okay.
I probably shouldn't have said that veterans don't deserve animals when he was there.
Well, there you go. And we
I wonder
gotta
if
start
that's
talking about
true
Wild
that,
animals and stuff. Because back in the '60s, there was this trend on TV that everybody had to have like a wild animal, like Honey West had her pet ocelot.
She had Ocelot Bruce.
And now an actual ocelot would eat you. It would just eat you.
But
Let's
he
say,
is
"Oh,
never heard of
absolutely.
that.
But she had an ocelot named Bruce.
I never heard of
I
an
read that.
ocelot. What the hell's an ocelot?
It's a
It's
type of cat.
it's a panther tiger.
It sounds like a character on the King
cat.
Arthur days.
Yeah.
Sir Ocelot.
Sir Ocelot, yeah.
But Honey West as
Ocelot!
Acelot.
What? Her ocelot was.
I thought Ali said acelot.
Push the pram a lot. Yeah, I know.
It's a silly place.
They didn't know what a pram was.
Pram?
Pram.
It's a cart. It's a baby carriage. A pram.
It's short for It's a perambulator. You perambulate while perambulating with your perambulator.
Goodness
But
gracious.
it's not the same thing as a stroller because it's a baby carriage as if for newborns
Yeah.
and stuff that can't sit up. And
I did
then
not,
then you move from that to a stroller where they can sit up, and you move from the stroller to high school apparently.
Yeah.
And
Going back to spam for a second, anybody ever remember Prem?
I've seen
was
the
a- it
name.
was a
I've never
different-
had it.
It was made by Armor or something like that. Maybe there's a Kansas City a central thing, but
No,
I never heard of spam until I came out to the East Coast.
Spam.
Really?
was
We had
something-
spam in Denver and Kansas
Wow.
City.
Really? I
Yeah,
guess I
Prem
just
was kind of like a
Spam was,
like a junior grade or whatever spam.
well,
I don't think anybody's immune to spam. It's
spam,
everywhere.
spam has been around for
But does
decades.
it? Because I haven't really shopped for it in a long time.
I just
Does
had
it still have a
spam.
price advantage, or
Oh
is that not
God, I
anymore?
love spam.
I just
love
had
it.
spam, cheese, and
I
crackers
ordered
yesterday.
I ordered
Is it still
from
cheaper than other forms of
Amazon.
meat?
Yeah. Oh
Yes.
yeah. It's still
I
good.
ordered from Amazon, and I got. Oh, I'm sorry. I get smoked jalapeno maple Korean barbecue. You can get it in the stores, but
I won't eat it until they explain what that Vaseline stuff is on the top.
I gotta tell you, I have a spam nightmare story. We
It's
bought
cool.
some spam. I forget where it was. I think it was at Walmart. Is where we get them all. And we bought several of them because we were expecting a storm. And we thought, well, okay. And we opened one of them, and it was all moldy.
ew.
Oh my god, that was horrible.
You still ate it?
Now, Alice,
No.
Allison, you ready for this?
Listen to you.
So in the Carolinas and Virginia and stuff like that, there's actually a fast food chain called Biscuitville, and they make hot spam biscuits and fresh made buttermilk biscuits. And
Oh, you're making me hungry. I haven't had dinner yet.
I bet it's not as good as beef O'Brady's.
beef O'Brady's, man, that was
I
the
hate
bomb.
beef or
Beef O'Brady.
Beef
They're all
O'Brady.
over Florida. They're all over Florida, Steve.
Yeah, they
you probably
are.
Got one, you probably
I
got one in the
hate them.
corner of your house.
It's
I
called
fucking
Beef O'Brady.
beef
Yeah.
O'Brady.
Beef O'Brady.
I
Brady-
fucking
Like Brady
hate
Bunch.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking hate them.
I wonder
Every
how come I've never
time-
seen one.
There's a class reunion. That's what I don't go to them anymore. I don't care. They owe me. Thank you. That's my sentiment. They go to Beef O'Brady's. It's like, oh fuck you, running. I'm done. I don't care. I don't care.
Oh my
No,
god!
s-
Because my
Kelly's growing
50th
up,
is coming up a
we had
year after
spam
next.
with cheese and spam
Oh.
with bacon. Well,
Uh-oh.
the spam with bacon is still good, but spam with cheese was just. I was like, oh, my dad and I loved that. We would take it. My mom hated it. We'd slice it really thin, fry it up with the eggs, and
Excuse me, I have to go diffuse a 5-year-old. I'll be right back.
it's not.
So you go? Yeah.
It was like Nirvana. It was great.
Oh, that
My
guy
dad-
seemed like he was.
My dad used to make.
Tony, hold that thought. Tony, are you going to go?
Oh, well, it's just if you're still talking about spam, I had different.
No, I talk about your
Different
50th
subject.
high school reunion.
Somebody fucking spots me with like 10 grand or something like that, because I was at the 20th. I think it was my 20th.
Oh, it's in Hawaii. That's right.
Yeah, and
Oh.
the last one I went. I went to my 20th, and that was the one where they had this pavilion on the beach and a live band, and there were like 10 rows of seats, and the very last row had anybody sitting in them because the band was so damn loud you couldn't hear yourself think, and let alone have a conversation with people you wanted to catch up with after 20 years.
Well, they got paddle boats that go there. Why don't you get on a paddle boat? Because I saw it at the beginning of Hawaii 5-0. They had one.
There you go. Well, they also had the chick with the grass on her butt. That they ain't there either. But no,
Yeah,
and
the
they
original-
had a deal. They had a
I'll be
deal
in
because
my
this was a
bunk.
boarding school, and this was a boarding school, and they had the deal where you could like stay in the dorms for alumni weekend. And the dorms, they're the same buildings as when I was there when I was a kid. But what they'd done was they'd set these things up with a bunk bed over a desk, and I think really cool setup actually. I wish they'd had them when I was there. But when it's okay when you're 16, 17, when you're 36, 37, 38, climbing up into a bunk bed, I almost didn't make it. And I was a little bit slightly intoxicated at the time too, which didn't help.
You
So
did it
if I
naked
go
and
again this time
intoxicated?
around, I'm not going to stay in the dorms. I'd have to get a hotel room or some shit. And it would just be, God, it would be so much money.
Yeah.
You'd sleep on the beach, and the police would come and make you move every
Yep.
once in a while. They don't make you
They
leave.
can come and try to move me. It might take 3 or 4 of them. Or
But
5.
Terry said that Hawaii 5-0, that the original name for it was Boobs, Butts, and Planes.
Yeah, there you go.
I slept on the beach once, and I woke up to a bunch of people trying to roll me back into the ocean.
Yeah. I get that.
I fell asleep on the beach one time and I woke up to a bunch of people getting ready to blow me up.
I remember that. I didn't know what to do with a poor dead whale. I said, "Oh,
Yeah,
let's
crushed
explode
cars
it."
and stuff.
No.
Rotten whale meat all over everybody.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, Darren, before I forget, you remember Ellie, who was in our little band at the time for a while?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
Gonna Zoom with her tomorrow. She wants to be a Transforma character. So
Cool.
I didn't know if you wanted to get on the Zoom. She misses both of us. So,
Yeah, I liked her.
well, just let me know if you want on the Zoom call. But yeah, she's kind of into that stuff. So
So what I was going to say
I would like make photo manipulations for her of like a bat with a cat head, stuff like that. So, oh, go ahead, Gotcha.
Oh, I was going to tell Allie earlier if she's still around.
It's hard to
passed
tell
out.
since she doesn't have a square.
I don't know. There's actually a song in the new album. There's a song in the new album called Black Empty Square.
Sorry, guys. I kind of had to leave because the cat. You know the cat.
I don't know the cat. No.
I was getting back to the original. I was getting back to the original story you were talking about spam. My dad and Darren.
Yes.
I don't know. My dad used to fry up spam with Velveeta cheese and eat it as a sandwich.
Oh God,
Oh, nice.
that's bliss. That is
Yes.
bliss.
You know, an interesting factoid. The first time I ever came to Florida was as a teenager with your family. Yeah. You don't remember that road trip?
Everything got
Oh
quiet.
yes, in the van. We
Yes.
wore the Darth Vader mask in the back of the van all the way down and shit. I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, I was so jealous. I wanted that. But do you blame me? I was stuck in fucking Colorado.
Is that next to
Well, we got
Boulder?
Darren out of Colorado. That's why we went.
Well, yeah, I wanted to get out of Colorado too. I wanted to go so bad. But a couple of years later, got to move here, so no complaints.
So that we first moved here and I get outside and I'm like, oh, Jacksonville smells like farts. But then it kind of went away. Either that or I got used to it. But it was like the paper mills. But the paper mills are up here, I guess, on Amelia Island.
Yeah, they're all,
No, the paper mills are they put scrubbers on them, so they don't do that anymore with the smell.
They must have put it on like 2 weeks after we first moved there because I didn't notice it again.
Well, I think it's because the real farts were kind of masking it.
Oh yeah, I did eat a lot of beans.
Beans.
It took a
That's
little
how you knew
bacon
you
and
were
took a
alive
little
in
beans.
Alabama.
Huh?
That's how you knew you were alive in Alabama when you went out in the morning and it smelled like the paper mill. You're like, ugh, what the fuck?
Gotcha, you're a little far
Okay.
away from your mic.
People here on Nextdoor, when they complain about the smell, everybody.
Hello? How's
that's,
that? Much less.
that's the smell of money. People, whole families made their money there. I'm like, well,
that's what they said.
That's the smell of other people's money. They didn't pay
That's
me
exactly
anything.
what I was going to say. When I lived up in the Greeley area, you'd smell all the cow shit and stuff like that. People go, oh, that's the smell of money. I was like, that's not my money.
Oh, it's like, and don't get me started on AI. That's making a lot of money for somebody. The thing is, I saw this thing on these parents that have kids that are in sports, like that they're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, or putting themselves in debt and everything because it's like these private equity firms have bought up everything. It's like $500 for a baseball bat, and it's just insane what these parents are. It's like they were at like a little league game, and parents were trying to take a picture of the kid, and they wouldn't let them do it without paying a fee. It's gotten out of hand. I just saw this video on it. It's like, wow, I'm glad I sucked at everything and had no life as a teenager, because if I wanted to be in sports, my mom wouldn't have let me anyway, because we couldn't have afforded it. Even then.
D&D is expensive to play now, too.
It was expensive then. Darren probably spent $10,000 on it before he was 14.
Right, but that's one of the things I never regretted spending money on.
I can understand that. You still have all that stuff.
Modules were like $8. Books were 20.
Well, depending on the module. Some modules were like $3.50. Other ones were like $7-8. Depending on the popularity of it.
Darren made me go to Bud's Records and Hobbies and
I
buy
didn't make you
Fiend
do it, goddamn.
Trying to bust your brother. There you go. What a guy.
That's one of our new catchphrases. In case you haven't seen Steve probably still hasn't seen it yet. Our latest Precious Moments, which I thought was pretty funny. Steve actually was in most of them. Yeah, he's the one that won't even watch it.
Well, the thing is, Timmy, what you did, I mean, it didn't affect Steve any, except maybe he was already in bed, but you published it. You published it just when I was at work. And I'm a very old man, so I couldn't watch it at work. And by the time I got home, I forgot all about it. And then the next day,
about you, Tony. You liked it.
It was like 3 days later. I thought, oh, yeah.
Well, Tony watched it. I'm just saying Steve was in it more than anybody this time, and he probably hasn't even seen it. Gottschalk watched it because he made that comment about Darren. He really did get us into doing all this stuff. But
you see, he denies it. Darren was the master of getting people to do stuff, and then later on we'd be like, well, how did we do that?
I didn't say I didn't encourage it or I just said I didn't make you do it.
That was funny. It made for a funny. I've got enough to do, like 2 more right now, so I need to.
Because we were going through a phase where at the end of every show, Timmy was, oh man, we didn't have one precious moment. It was like 6 or 8 months in a row.
Well, sometimes we just didn't. There's been times just 2 or 3 weeks ago where we didn't have anything. Yeah. And I'm not saying the show wasn't good, but there just wasn't anything funny.
What about my rock stories?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, lately they've been pretty good. I've gotten quite a bit of stuff.
I'm not fun right now, guys, because I'm lit. I'm between Benadryl and having wine. I've got to have something to eat. Probably gonna crack open a can of Spam.
Yay!
You okay,
Why don't
Allie?
you crack open 2 cans of Spam and make a Spam sandwich with different types?
Well, I don't know. Good idea. But
now, Allison,
yes.
Now, for the very first time, I tried the Korean barbecue one like 2 weeks ago. That was really good. But you know they have a special. You know they have a special limited edition out right now of Japanese barbecue sauce Spam.
Oh, I'll have to look that up. I got that from Amazon.
I wrote a song for you, Allie.
Did you?
Yeah.
What?
Poor little Allison never had much going.
And that's it?
Not short blues.
Not even the
God, what a guy!
That's the only lyrics I remember from it. That was actually on the same album as Edmund Fitzgerald.
What a guy!
Yeah. Summertime Dream.
Ella Fitzgerald?
No, Edmund Fitzgerald, the Red and White Vessel.
All right, guys. Love everybody. Have a great night. Hello to everybody. And I promise I'll have my camera on next week.
Yeah, and I think I speak for the whole gang by saying I'm glad you don't have a car.
Thank you. I am too.
I don't have one either. Darren's got like 12.
All right, take care, Allie. It's been good having you here. See you next time.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Mm-hmm.
She's coming back next week?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think we've ever had a 2 in a row from Allie. We shall see.
She's got overtime and stuff at work and all that. I wish I had overtime. Shit, then I could have a car.
So
Hell, they won't even give you a raise, Tony.
What?
I said, hell, Tony, they won't even give you a raise.
They did. He didn't take it, but I don't want to go there. Steve, what are you doing?
I think Steve left.
What are you doing, Steve?
Hands where we can see them.
Yeah. Both hands on the table.
What I do?
Don't be tubing.
Yeah. I had to take care of
There's
Uber
two
now.
different nicknames. There's or two different phrases.
Where'd
There's
Allie
two
go?
things. Two things you don't want to do in a Zoom meeting. You don't want to be caught tubing, and you don't want to pull a Nadler.
What'd Nadler do?
He shit himself on camera.
Oh, I think I heard about
Oh
that.
yeah. Did the shit shuffle off stage?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got the guy that's in trouble now.
Which
guy?
one? Narrow it
they're
down.
all-
Swalwell. He let one rip.
Shit.
Oh,
He was talking about Trump. Need to impeach him, and then that probably didn't come out.
is he the one that farted on TV?
Absolutely.
He probably farted on that Chinese spy he was banging when he was on the intelligence
I'm
committee.
surprised he's not arrested for treason. Well, we don't want to talk about politics, though.
Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, we need to
No.
impeach Trump."
We're not talking politics. We're talking farts.
Oh, well, that's different.
I thought the one who farted was no, wasn't it Meth Head? I mean, what's his name? Pete?
You didn't just fart, did you?
Not Meth Head. Oh, Hexit.
All hands on
Yeah,
deck.
he farted on camera.
All hands on deck. All hands on dick. Dick.
I'll be right back.
All right.
I
Okay.
didn't want to pee in front of Allie.
No, well, where did Allie go?
She
had to
Get some
head out.
spam.
See, I leave to take care of a 5-year-old.
She had to get a jump start on that hangover.
You
be
know,
right
don't they
back.
make like cages and stuff, Steve? Like a rubber cage or something?
Oh, for the 5-year-old? Yeah, I wish they would.
They do.
I was thinking we were talking about some sex thing.
Oh,
You just put
my.
those. You just put
Look
those
at who you're
pool,
with here.
those pool noodles. You just put those pool noodles on a dog cage, and it works the same. So.
Oh, there you go.
my.
And I was watching the Precious Moments earlier. Those were funny. And every time I mention anything about cops, God Chucks gets a funny look on his face. Especially when I said pig pile. Oh, so funny. No, it's not personal. It's just
And Darren didn't make us do a goddamn thing.
I didn't.
what do you mean?
So I got a biblical question for you guys.
Ooh.
We gotta get-
You're not
we gotta
supposed to
get Timmy
covet
back
your
here.
neighbor or your neighbor's wife or your neighbor's wife's ass, right? About the coveting. What about the neighbor's dog? Because there was this dog that came up to us and we were petting at the plane show, and I was thinking, I'd take that dog. I like that dog. I'm kind of coveting
Dogs are
that
kind of if they're around, that's not really cheating if you pet the dog.
He was a little dog named
Did he
Snuggles.
start humping your dog or your leg?
Huh?
No, I tried and tried, but he wouldn't do it.
I never noticed how much Lucy looks like Juice Newton.
Lucy.
In the Sky with Diamonds, Steve.
Oh, your
I don't know
dog?
if you've met Lucy, haven't you, Steve? No, I don't think he ever met Lucy.
I don't know. I can't remember. It's
I never
been a
met
while.
No, I think she came around like maybe a couple months after you were here.
I remember Captain.
Yeah, Captain was here. Lucy, I got her in November of 19, so I think that was a couple months after you visited.
It's been that long since I've been there. Wow.
Absol Smurfly.
Well, I've never been there, so you went up on me.
Yeah. I've invited Tony. He's like, no, I'm too good for you.
All he's got to do is get on I-10 and drive east. That's all you got to
That's
do.
right.
Yeah, it's really easy. Can't get lost.
I'll
Oh,
even
guys.
come up to Lake City and pick you up.
Yeah.
Guys, I want to do the Star Trek commentary
Okay.
this week sometime. When we can all, I need to touch base with Owen. I'd like to get him on, even though he's in a way different part of the world. So I want to see, is this a matter now of trying to get everybody where we could get together at the same time?
Can't do. Well, wait a minute. 7. I can do it after 7 on Thursday.
Well, after 7, it's going to be like 3 a.m. where Owen lives.
Oh. Yeah. The only thing that might be able to work is if I. Well, I can't do that because I can't.
I think it's going to have to be on a weekend or something because Darren works till like 6. And he's got to be on it since he was the lead.
I could reschedule some because I can't be on here and run my shows on the same computer because it used to be when I had 3 computers, it'd be no
No, I
problem.
just play hooky on one of the shows. Yeah, hey Lewis, I'm glad that you're still here.
Yeah.
Glad somebody is. No, most we usually like shove everybody away.
And if
Yeah.
if I interrupt that thing with Rich Appel, he gets so upset if his show is not played. It is
Well,
so
fire
funny.
him then.
Crap.
Yeah, well,
You
he's
mean
got a
that-
good show. Have you ever listened?
No.
No. That thing with Rich Appel. He's got a good show. I enjoy listening to it, but you know he's I don't know.
Gay.
One of those type of people. You know? If you're listening, Rich, I'm sorry. I love you.
No, I was listening to one day and I heard that the English guy, the do, the what's his ass?
Oh, Chris Clark.
Yeah, that's
saving
it.
the solid gold jukebox.
Yeah, that was it. I accidentally heard
Yeah.
that one once. Because your new show is on
Chris.
either while I'm riding my bike to work on Saturday, or while I'm getting ready to ride my bike to work on Sunday.
I'm Chris Clark, and this is Solid Gold Jukebox. Get reggae with your jiggy with your reggae.
Oh shit!
How are you? Eh?
I forgot and rubbed my eyes.
Oh,
Oh,
shouldn't
and
do
you
that.
knew you were going to do that.
So far, so good. I guess I washed them enough.
Yeah.
What? You had spicy mustard on your arms?
Well, I was chopping up some jalapenos earlier.
Jalapenos.
That slow burn will start though.
Yeah, that's why God made antibiotics.
What character is that?
Oh, you mean
behind
my
you?
eyes?
God, huh? That's Chuck. What character is that behind you? Who is that?
That's Tarna.
From Heavy Metal.
Oh, heavy metal.
The most boring part of that movie.
True.
You know, I've still
Even though
haven't
it
seen
was
that.
Blue Oyster Cult.
Oh, I didn't know.
The Blizzard Cult song was good. I just thought that was the most boring part of that whole movie. The only part I really didn't like. And then they made the Heavy Metal 2, and they just made it an extension of that one that I didn't like.
Hmm.
I like the World War II bomber, the zombies one.
Yeah.
That was the only other one that was real serious. I liked the funnier ones. I liked the one with the spaceship with the stoners, and I liked the one with Den, the John Candy one.
Oh yeah.
And I liked. I really liked Canyon.
There's
Canyon.
beer
It was like-
in the fridge.
the beer, yeah, Canyon. There's beer, and that was probably my favorite. Even though it was more kind of serious, but it was kind of neat. I like the mood, the colors. But yeah, it was a good movie. I haven't seen that since. I mean, I've got it on DVD, but I don't think I've seen it since would watch it with Darren like 25, 30 years ago, 30 years ago, 35 years ago,
Wow.
30 years ago, 33 years, 32, 33, 34
I
years
think I
ago.
watched it like 10, 15 years ago. And I was like,
I never saw it.
Me neither.
It's
called
pretty
Heavy Metal?
good. It's interesting.
Yep.
The animation is very, I don't know if you call it, it's kind of amateur art. It's indie animation, which a lot of people now would say, oh, that's bad animation. But a lot of people would love it just because it's not Pixar. and
It was
it's-
different. It was different artists.
Look how long it took me to watch Spinal Tap.
Did you finally
You
watch
watched
it?
it?
I watched it with you up there, remember?
No.
did you ever
Yeah,
watch
watch it.
Raiders?
Who?
Raiders?
The long. No, I
he's
still
not
haven't
seen
watched.
it. He's not seen any of those.
I've never seen any of the Raiders.
In fact, I was going to show it to you at the hotel room at Pensacon. You're like, no, I'm too good for you.
No, it was. I just didn't want to scrunch up watching that tiny little screen. You know?
Well, that's scrunching up on the bed's part of the fun, Steve.
Oh well, because what's her face was there. I didn't want to look like a threesome or something.
Oh, like it
Better
was a
just you
twosome
and
with
him.
me and her on the bed watching. I guess it does kind of sound.
Just do some, yeah.
No, we weren't like under the covers watching it or anything.
Yeah, well.
Keep
And besides,
your
I
hands
had to take too many
on top of
cigarette
the
breaks. in there.
covers at all
Do what?
times. Keep your hands on top of the covers at all
Yeah.
times.
That's
Besides,
right.
I would take too many cigarette breaks, so
So you did that anyway.
yeah. I did pretty good when we were watching movies up at your place. I managed to, set them every 5 minutes.
Why would it have been any different at Pensacon?
Because I'm different. That's why.
All right, but I'm just saying you missed out on Raiders of the Lost Ark. It is one of the best movies ever made.
I gotta be comfortable to watch a show, and I'd be so awkward. You know, I'm not a close knit type of person. You know.
I'm just saying, come on out here and I'll show it to you, and I won't even show you the sequels.
Well, as long as we don't watch it in bed, you know.
You don't have to watch in bed. You can watch. I've got like a
Well,
couch.
Steve, there's a couple.
Huh?
There's a couple scenes where you got to pull the cover up over your face, as shit happens.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
I got pillows for that too.
Well. But see, then we'd have to do something fair trade. You know, I'd have to bring something for you to watch then.
No biting
Oh,
pillows either.
No,
Oh,
porn,
Steve
no.
said that. You'd said that before. Now
What?
it's time, my turn for something you to watch, and he took off all his clothes. I'm just like,
No, I think you watched the pirate movie with me. I think I made you
no,
watch the
I
pirate
watched your Titanic.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't watch the pirate movie. It was Titanic.
No, you forgot the pirate movies. What happened? You forgot it.
Wherever you is.
And Vicky had to email. Oh, but today is the anniversary of that, by the way, the Titanic.
I'm glad Steve hasn't paid me back from taking him to Skyline Chili,
Well, you ain't been around, I see.
So I was trying to say earlier, Tim, Claudine stole my Titanic story. She's been telling it to people.
What's your Titanic story?
I've told it before, but when my grandpa back in the day saw the Titanic launch, he started screaming, "It's going to sink! It's going to sink!"
Was he around?
He kept on screaming that until they finally escorted him out of the theater.
Because Dr. Bombay.
Oh, Claudine's saying it now. Huh?
Yeah, Dr. Bombay.
I told you my
Remember
I told you my story about Titanic. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, son.
You remember
Dr. Bombay? Dr. Bombay, right? Yeah.
Remember Dr. Bombay?
Uh-huh.
Yes. He's the only guy who sailed on Titanic twice.
Yep. He did that in 1950 something on Night to Remember.
Night to Remember. He was one of the guys up in the crow's nest, and then in '97 he played.
Did he play Fred Fleet? I think he played.
Yeah, it was
Fred
either
Fleet.
Lee or Fleet because there's two guys. I don't know if they identified him.
Yeah,
they were both up in the.
I didn't know he was young enough to be alive when the '97 was, because he was seemed like he was 110 when he was on Bewitched.
I tell you though. Go ahead.
My Titanic story is we went and saw Titanic, and I was with the wife. And after the movie ended, we're walking up the aisle to leave, and the girl in front of us with her boyfriend or husband, whatever, she literally said, "I thought they were going to save the boat."
I think Putz, and I can say this a lot quicker than Putt. He watched tonight to
Remember
The Perfect Storm. Spoilers. And at the end, that horrible scene where the ship goes down and you see the last light. This little girl goes, "Yay!"
Oh my God! Wait, I remember that. I think I saw A Perfect Storm.
Putt, when he says it, it took 15 minutes to say
George Clooney and.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Remember when Putt would say stories and he would just keep going off in detours?
It's like an hour in, he would say, "Long story short." I said,
"Yeah," because he would talk about a person that's in the story that really isn't beneficial to the story, but he'll start saying their life story.
So would he be telling a story like William Shatner, maybe?
A little bit, I guess. Speaking of William Shatner, we got to figure out this Star Trek thing.
Yeah.
So I want to do it strategically because I think in about 2 weeks I'm going to have my music video done, and that'll be the first Apology Now music video in 10 years.
Nice.
So I kind of want it to be a big deal. And I don't want to release a Star Trek thing the same day or something. You know what I mean? I want to. I don't know if it's better to release a Star Trek thing before then or after.
Now, how do we do that? Do we actually we run the show and then we comment as it's going?
Yeah.
Yes, and it won't be live. We'll do this on our own.
Yeah.
And we'll. I don't know if my main thing. Tony, can you figure out if we can have our little squares on the bottom? Or does it really matter? As long as it's our voices.
I think I could do that.
We don't really need our squares. We can have our squares at the very beginning when we introduce everybody, and then it can just be our voices. Because we need to have a couple minutes where we talk about Putt and his contributions and him doing Spock and training me to be Kirk and
Admiral Dickhead.
Yes, and yeah, we need to figure out all of our kind of resumes, what we did, and on the Apology
Mm.
Nuns, what we are, and all the others. Because really, other than me and Steve and Darren, anybody that's here isn't really like a principal in that movie. So we got to at least introduce these people, like if Gottschalk's there and Tony, and that they are significant to the Apology Nun Tuniverse, even though they may not in that particular
And didn't
story.
Allie play T'Pau? T'Pau?
Yeah, I was gonna ask her, but I don't think she'd remembered anyway.
Ah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's something we would just have a few minutes to introduce everybody because I don't want to pause the thing every 5 minutes saying, "Oh, Putt drew this and that." I want to get all that out of the way.
Well,
Well,
whenever I
pausing it
watch,
anyway.
whenever I
Just
see
talk it over.
yeah, whenever I see a what a director, what is that commentary?
Director's
You
commentary.
really can't hear the film. I guess you figure if you want to hear the
Well,
film,
you're not supposed to hear the film. That's fine. When a scene comes up, looks like a Terry's sitting cross-legged. That took me so long to make because that's fine.
Yeah.
But I just the stuff about us at Darren's giant round table doing this. That's stuff we could say beforehand. You know that. You know what I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
The stuff that's not relevant to a particular scene, but just to the movie as a whole. I would like to get that out of the way beforehand, and then people can meet us.
What year did you get Star Trip out? I forget what year was that.
It was all contained in 2012.
That was like
It was like released like New Year's Eve or something because
okay.
I tried to finish a project before the end of the year because I don't want to say 2012 except for 2 days into 2013. I don't want an asterisk. So it was done in 2012.
That works.
Same with like High Society, the Apology Night. It was done in 2009, even though it was like New Year's Eve 2009 when it was done.
That was like 2012. That was about a year after I met you. First started hanging out.
No, it was 2012 is when we met.
Was it? I mean, online, not in person.
No, 2009. I was still living in Alabama. I didn't know any of you fucks.
Yeah, because I didn't start Q-Star FM until 2011.
Yeah. High Society was a weird one to record. I was in the barn studio. It was a barn studio. That was redundant, wasn't it? But anyway, yeah, it was. There'd be like a wasp flying by my head, or my horse would go in and grab my microphone through the window. It was a weird experience, and it got so cold, my nose was running when I was trying to sing every day. It's like it was. I was just like, I can't do this anymore. It was so cold, and I actually put the album on hiatus for a year, and just worked on the draconian costume. So like 2007, I only did one Apology Nun song. So I mean that's about it.
Yeah.
Almost everything I owned was ruined in that barn because of the humidity and the rain, and flooding.
Too bad we can't play a clip of something from High Society. We get in trouble.
I think you could because I put on I don't put heavy restrictions on my material.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I get claimed from Apology Nun when I put the new film up for private viewing for the watch party. I get nabbed because it's got songs from Apology Nun, but it says, well, the author says that you can use it though. I'm like, yeah, it's me. So good thing I'm pretty lenient on that, or I would be in trouble for my own songs.
What's your favorite song from High Society?
Need Some Love From You. I still think that's probably the top. That is definitely the top 3 songs I've ever done.
Why don't I have that one?
You should.
Yeah.
I like some sunny summer, sunny summer.
That was on the next
Sunday.
album. That's actually, to me, that's actually in my top few songs. That's my favorite off of Saturdalia. And I don't really have a favorite from Sky Blue.
That's all you think I would have.
Hideaway, Little Sunshine Rise is my favorite off it. And this new album is kind of hard to say. It's kind. I think One for You is probably my favorite. I think it's probably the best one I've ever done. But also Learn Me really is. I think that's something else.
Yeah.
Well, there's several songs on this new one that's something. I don't know. I don't.
It
I don't
needs
go into
some
that.
needs some loving or loving.
Need some love
Need
from
some
you.
love from you.
Like
Love.
My Ass was a good one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that was back when we were Thunderchild, though.
Oh, there you go.
I don't have that on my computer. That is weird.
How could you not? That's the most beautiful
You
Apology Now song.
Don't you have the? You probably have the CD lying around somewhere. I know I do.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't that put your haggis in the fire?
Yeah, there you go.
How could you not have that song?
That's a good question. Because I have that.
Do you have Capriccio?
Yeah.
Well, that Needs Some Love from You is right after Capriccio.
Apology Now.
Oh.
Where's this one? I can see.
Kendra, thanks for hanging out.
I can
Hi,
see in the
Kendra.
dark.
Hi, Kendra.
I Can See in the Dark was an unreleased track. It's a good one. It was unreleased. It was from the Saturnalia sessions. Darren used to. He knows that song. We used to try to do it with our little live project.
And speaking of Saturnalia, I guess everybody's heard, but Sid Croft passed away.
Yeah, he did. Like yesterday or day before.
Oh, who's that?
Sid Croft.
Of
Oh, I didn't
Sid
know
and
that.
Marty Croft fame.
Yeah, Marty. We lost Marty a couple of years ago, but
Yeah.
Sid was the artist of the bunch, and Marty was the shyster or whatever. Marty had a reputation of not being a nice guy, but I've never heard anything bad about Sid. In fact, Kathy and Wesley, they seem to love Sid. I never met him because it seems like he would only do Comic Cons in California. He wouldn't like leave the local area.
Well, they had the whole Sid and Marty and Weinstein project.
Well, I think that was more Marty's thing. I don't think Sid was into that stuff, but I think Marty was. Which I think is one of the. I don't want to get too far into that, but I think that's kind of one of the reasons Spencer left Hollywood.
Going back to this, what song was we always used to call the toaster oven song?
Every Day.
Oh,
Every
okay.
Day.
That's the one I was singing when my nose was running down my face because of all it being 20 degrees in that barn. And
I remember. Oh, good.
Was I stopped the song mid-song and continued it a year later. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, that was the song that the compression that he used to run just murdered it.
Sounds good in the headphones right now.
Yeah.
I think Darren even liked this one.
Yeah. I love this one. Good thing. How much you want to hear?
Let's hear the chorus.
That sounds good.
Okay, that's enough. It's a guy that got stood up one too many times, and he's drunk. I thought it turned out great. I entered it was one of the songs I entered into the Song Wars competition. And it not only didn't win anything, but they were like, "Don't give up." I'm just like, I wasn't thinking of giving up. It was even worse than you looked like you had fun doing it. It's like, it's like
I heard a piece on the live stream. It sounded good on the stream.
that sounded good in the headphones, considering it was going in. I was only getting like a little bit of the frequency of it. Still sounding.
Because I
good.
remember the old Radio Boss or Radio Bob or whatever the hell he used to.
Sam, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Sam
Sam.
Broad- oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Sam Broadcast. He used to just absolutely munch that song. I don't know why.
Yeah, well,
it would
Sam
make
Broadcaster.
it'd make the song where you could barely hear it.
Sam Broadcaster was it was too compressed and too filthy. I had too much processing going on.
Well, I found that the new album sounds good on your station, Steve. So that's
The new Can You Feel It album?
yes. Well, you even say when we listen to it, you say how great it sounds. The quality of it.
Yeah.
I mean, one
So
thing
I
I do different now is I don't double track the lead vocals like I used to. So that was one thing that I did. Plus the synthesizer that I've got is new, and it just kicks ass. The instruments sound so good on it.
Mhm.
A few different things that I did now that, of course, I play the Rickenbacker bass on every song, and that makes a huge difference.
Right, which one on Can You Feel It do you like the best?
Before you do that, what did you say, Darren? I didn't want to cut you off.
A related story to encouraging people, and you guys probably don't know this. Harrison Ford, one of the studio executives called him in and said, "I saw you in this movie as the busboy, and I just want to let you know that you don't have what it takes.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm watching a movie and I see you come onto the screen, I want to think there's an actor."
Yeah.
And Harrison Ford said, "I thought you should think there's a busboy." But then that was before American Graffiti and Star Wars.
But yeah, I heard that story too. That was
He
kind of cool.
definitely had the charisma. He made Star Wars. Him and,
Yeah,
Johnson, the guy that did the score, Magic Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
Steve, I think my favorite songs on the new one. It's hard to say because I love a lot of them.
Yeah.
One for You, I think, is the best thing I've ever done, but that's my opinion. I think A Line in Your Guide is the prettiest song I've ever made. And Learn Me is just, there's something about that song that's freaking amazing to me. And also Look What the Moon Dragged In. But the thing is, Look What the Moon Dragged In, I love the song, but it's the last part of the song that just where it kicks it out of the park. It's like everything builds. It's almost like a Hey Jude. Everything builds up into that last.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, but you'd have to go probably 2/3 of the way into it.
But like, try this.
Yeah,
More?
a little bit more.
Good job.
Here we go.
Is that loud enough?
Yeah. Thanks. That one was, thank you. That one actually was the last one on the album, and it wasn't part of the ones I was working on. I just woke up one morning and came up with the melody, and then I recorded that song in 3 days, which is probably a record. And it was, and then I did my trip, the trip to the film festival, and I barely got to hear the song. So I was thinking about during the film festival, I'm like, I just wrote a new song. I wonder how it sounds. So when I got home, that's when I listened to it because I was doing Let, so I was I was sober, at least alcohol wise, and it made me so happy listening to it. I had such joy. That's when I decided to knock my drinking in half because I'm like, I don't need that to enjoy this stuff. So that song is beneficial, at least in there. I don't have to spend as much money on alcohol.
Yeah.
You know, Timmy, instead of just attending to cons, maybe you ought to start doing a booth at cons.
They cost like $5,000. They cost $5,000 to have a booth at least.
Start a GoFundMe.
Creator of Apology None, you know.
I wish, but no. I think Learn Me is my favorite with One for You. But you'll know One for You because I'll have a music video for it in a couple weeks.
Oh, okay.
That's the one I almost threw away. The thing that's weird about this album that is crazy is there were so many songs where I would get frustrated and really go into not knowing anything. I would just start it because I'd have a little idea for a verse and a chorus, and it's like a guardian angel would just take over the songs, and then I wouldn't even realize what I did until I listened to it that night. And I would just get gobsmacked by them. I can't believe what I'm hearing because I don't remember really doing this. That one with the harp that you always talk over, Steve. What is that? Gonna find my baby tonight. That was kind of a heavier song, and then when I just went to do it, I started playing the drums with brushes instead of and it totally changed the whole atmosphere of the song, and kind of brought it over the top. It's just weird how this whole album just was this weird the way it materialized. I think that's what's kind of special about it.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was a harp at the end of it.
Oh, you only did that once, Steve. I just gave you yours.
Here's the harp at the end of it. I love it. Yay.
Yay. So do you know it where I don't have to remind you now?
Yeah, I know that.
Okay. Oh, you only did it once. It's okay.
Yeah. Then there's this one. Oh, no, never mind. The love song.
I'm glad that's not the number one Apology None song on Spotify now.
Yeah. I could have played us like
No
30 seconds.
offense, Steve, but it's just like...
Oh, it's horrible singing. I know that.
Well, it's just like the one song because it puts that song on the top of Apology None when they click on the band.
Oh, I understand.
So the first song they hear is a 20-second novelty song. And it's just, and now you're singing it. It's just like, come on.
That, because I was singing, trying to reach your key, because I was listening to you in my ear and singing at the same time, because you did like a guide vocal for it.
Because I was doing more of a kind of a John Lennon thing with it.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I didn't mean to. It was just, I just noticed it was, oh, the sun, the moon, and the sky.
Want me to play it to let people know what we're talking about?
Yeah, you can.
All right, cover your ears, everybody. Here it is. This is from Saturnalia. Cover your ears. Yeah.
Now, how is that worse than Joe Cocker, Fine Young Cannibals, Janis Joplin?
It's not bad at all. I wanted Steve to do more, another take, but that's me being a perfectionist.
I don't know why.
It's not bad, but it's also not me. It's just like I would. If there's like a number one song that people do, I would rather it be Little Sunshine Rise.
In order for me to reach those notes, I had to step on my own deck.
I mean, for a while, I thought Little Sunshine Rise was the best Apology None song.
Yeah.
But,
well, consider yourself lucky. It's not like My Ding-a-ling, where that was, his only number one or some crap or his highest.
Oh, yeah.
rated
Isn't
song.
it so?
it was his only number one, but to his credit, at least his career was pretty much, he was already a has-been by then anyway. So that was just kind of a nice bonus, getting a number one after he pretty much retired.
Number one with My Ding-a-ling, but he had great hits like Johnny Be Good and all those other good stuff,
Pioneered all
Who
this.
was the English band that Quiet Riot unfortunately covered?
Slade.
Then they became known as a Slade cover band, and they're like,
Yeah,
song, maybe two
songs. It was their two hits were Slade songs, but the thing is Quiet Riot really, they didn't want to do the Slade songs. It was kind of like their manager, but it made them a lot of money. But that lead singer was such a jerk that he blew it all away. He was one of those people that just burned every bridge.
He said the same thing about Berlin and Take My Breath Away. They didn't want to do that.
Yeah, but you know what, Berlin, John Crawford, their bass player, wrote everything.
Mm-hmm.
And he worked hard. He worked hard for that band for years, trying to get them. And they never really, I mean, they were okay, but they never had like a huge breakthrough.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, he didn't know until Top Gun that he never even heard Take My Breath Away until he watched Top Gun. It's all attributed to Berlin. and he knew nothing about it. He didn't make any money off that song,
And that's what they're remembered for.
and that's what they're remembered for. And now that they wanted every song to be like "Take My Breath Away," and if you listen to the album "Count Three and Pray" that had "Take My Breath Away," it was damn near a heavy metal album.
Oh, that reminds me. I played a song on my show today, and I played it for you, Timmy, and you didn't even notice it. The Renaissance song.
I did. I commented on it, and you didn't even
did
say
you?
anything. I said, I said for the uninitiated, she was in our movie, The Last Page of Summer. The lead
Oh,
singer.
I remember that now. Okay. Never mind.
But you didn't mention. You need to mention that when you play Renaissance on your, because that's pretty significant.
She was in which one?
The Last Page of Summer movie.
Last Page of Summer. Okay.
I mean, she was damn near a principal. She had, and she probably was in 3 scenes. She even sang a song in it
Okay.
briefly. But I mean, she was the best female singer in the world.
Nice.
I mean, when I put a frame shot from it on Facebook, people came out of the woodwork just saying, "No way! What the? You got Annie Haslam? You what?" There were people going nuts.
Too bad we could have got something at the time for Stanley Livingston to do a voice in something. He probably would have done something.
That must have been before I was working on the movie.
Could have been. Yeah, I can't remember when we had him on. If you don't know who Stanley Livingston is, Chip from My Three Sons.
Yeah.
No.
Do what? He was the what do you call it? The
Middle boy.
heartthrob boy on My Three Sons.
Yeah. I thought Don Grady was the heartthrob boy on the show.
Don Grady. That doesn't ring a bell.
He played Robbie, the older brother. First there was Mike Brady. Bug Brady. Mike Brady. Never mind.
No, there was a guy named Tim that played a guy.
No, there was Mike Douglas. That's what I said. I don't know where I'm getting. I think of Brady, but the older brother was Mike Douglas when it was black and white. He got married and moved off, and nobody ever mentioned Mike again.
That show was on a long time, from like 1960 to 72. It was probably the most that and Beverly Hillbillies maybe were probably the longest running sitcoms in that.
Kind of like the Chuck Cunningham syndrome, where they never mentioned Richie's older brother on Happy Days again.
Yeah.
I guess it's because people didn't have VCRs then. They could just they forget because you hadn't seen What, did you say something there?
I was gonna say I've never seen My Three Sons. I used to watch My Three Hot Daughters on Fox, mostly for the nudity.
You don't remember the shoes at the beginning? The tapping, it just shows these cartoon tapping shoes.
That was iconic.
I only remember seeing
Sounds
that show
familiar.
first run back in the 60s. I've
Really?
never seen
You
it
remember
rerun
first one?
anywhere.
Oh, that's all I've seen of the reruns because it stopped in like 72 and I would
I know.
have too, so it had been all reruns.
So that My Three Sons did run for about what, 12 years?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Beverly Hillbillies lasted until 71. That was part of the rural purge, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them came into the networks and were tired of rural, urban, whatever it is, shows.
Country folk.
It was a
Because even though they lived in the
wife.
big city, they were still country folk.
Yeah, but I hated those 70s sitcoms. I mean, All in the Family was original enough where it was pretty good, but I think the rest of them were just depressing. It's like, but these were what?
Dystopian.
They were dystopian, and it's like, they were like, but Beverly Hillbillies wasn't real. Why do we need real when we're watching a sitcom?
Yeah.
I don't need, and not everybody lives in Caprini Green. Some people. I think the Brady Bunch was real in a lot of ways because it's things kids really dealt with. Classes and braces and sibling rivalry. They were things that
It was normal for the time. It was normal for the time.
I mean, shoot, All in the Family, they had every social issue on their doorstep. Literally in every episode, they blew him up in his car. People don't experience that, every day. Like, you talk about realism.
Well, in Brady Bunch, remember they roped Robert Reed into that show because they told him it was going to, deal with, broken families and people, divorce, breaking up and getting together and kids having to deal with, non-sibling siblings and all that. They never really covered that issue at all. But That's how they got into to
Sidney
start on the show.
Sheldon created Brady Bunch and Gilligan, if I remember right.
Yeah, and he evidently convinced
Oh, Sherwood
Ginger that
Schwartz.
she was going to be the
Sherwood
star of the
Schwartz,
show.
yes.
Sherwood Schwartz. But he had that thing about lying because, because Tina Louise thought the show was going to be about her.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
But she kind of had her issues too, so who knows? Who knows what happened? There's
She's
two sides to every
the
story.
she's the last surviving member of Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
You should see the like Three's Company. You should see the difference between Suzanne Summers' story about why she was fired and the
Oh,
actual producer's
I saw that
story.
movie. It was a movie they made about Suzanne Summers and
Oh, I didn't see the movie. I just saw
yeah.
her interviews talking about it, and then I saw the producer's interview talking about it, and then other people, because she was this like, you know, he was chomping this cigar and banged his fist on the table and was like, "You're fired," you know, this.
Yeah. Well,
and
this
then
this whole I'm sorry, but the whole thing with Suzanne Summer was mostly because of her husband / manager. He
it was,
the one.
but there were people that said that no, it wasn't like that. She started pouting and she wouldn't show up to rehearsals, or she would actually be late on the show tapings and just started being a pest, and that led to her being fired. It wasn't like he said. No, it wasn't like that at all. You know,
I thought it was Mr. Roper caught her having sex with what's his name?
Jack Tripper.
Yeah, Jack Tripper.
No, you know, the Ropers. That was another kind of sad story.
Yeah, it was.
Is the production company wanted them to do their spin-off show, The Ropers, and they were like, I don't know about this. We got a good thing going, and they actually said, we'll do it only if The Ropers doesn't turn out, if you let us come back, and that was the deal. And The Ropers didn't succeed, and they didn't let them back.
Well, they liked having Don Knotts too much. He was a big.
I liked Don Knotts, but I liked The Ropers a lot better. They had a lot better dynamic.
Oh, yeah, they were funny.
Because Don Knotts was never the mean landlord, and you needed a mean landlord.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at the intro when Don Knotts is scared to death of a fucking carousel.
And he seemed too much like Barney Fife in that to me.
He was even worse than Barney Fife. It's just like, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Lewis.
Yeah, but the Ropers were a lot better for the show.
Lewis's team won again today.
Hey, Lewis.
Barcelona.
Hey, Lewis.
Yeah.
Barcelona.
They've been doing good. It's like every time Lewis tells, he was so afraid he wouldn't get to see it because it rains there. When it rains, they don't have data or they don't have signal.
I thought the rain in Spain mainly. Well, I don't know where it is.
Lewis isn't in Spain; he's in Liberia.
Barcelona's in Spain.
Yeah, but the rain didn't stop the thing. It only stopped them from being able to watch it on their phone.
What is that? The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plains. Is that what that's saying?
I think so.
That's mainly a pain.
Yeah,
mainly
mainly.
a pain. We didn't get any rain there.
So I've never been to Barcelona.
You weren't on the plane. You were.
We're on the plane.
The plane. So how'd you like Barcelona, Timmy?
I thought it was really neat.
I loved it.
It was Wendy and I walked almost everywhere, and we
love to
walked
go
like 7
abroad.
miles a day. It was neat. It was a neat place, and of course the Sagrada Familia Cathedral was amazing. And we went there on the day. They said it was a special day because that morning they completed the Jesus cross, because all the towers are different apostles, but the Jesus tower is in the middle, and it's got a cross, and they completed the cross that day, making it the tallest church in the world.
Is that the one where Jesus is standing with arms wide? It's real tall on top.
No, that's in Rio de Janeiro. There's a
Okay.
statue. Yeah.
Okay.
No, this was just a very weird. It's not even Gothic. It's just weird. Look it up, the Sagrada Familia, and you'll see it. It's just very weird looking church, but it's still under construction, and it started construction in 1880, something like that.
Gotcha. You ever gone abroad?
Just with the military.
I was trying to set up a joke. It didn't work out.
I used to wear ladies' underwear, but
Jerry got it.
Okay, now if you want to know if I've ever been set up with a broad, you know.
Then it's no, I have not.
No.
No,
Hey guys, I'm gonna depart, or I'm gonna do a putt on you
Putt on. Ooh, don't putt on me.
because I'm gonna fall
Oh,
asleep.
that's disgusting.
Yeah.
all right. Have a good one.
See you guys, Chuck.
Good seeing
You
you.
guys, have a
Catch you
good
guys
night.
next week.
Live long and prosper. Oh, I can't raise my
Do the
hand.
best.
Live long and perspire.
Yeah.
Get old and sweat.
live,
Our
live
first
old and
precious
what?
moment.
Live old and sweat. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what live long and perspire means.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
live
okay.
old.
Get old and sweat.
Old and sweat. Oh my.
It's like drive reckless and act stupid.
Well, speaking of oh my, I saw a video of George Takei. He was at a convention last month, and he was in a wheelchair. That was weird.
He's
Said
like
he had
94.
Is it a
said he
sex-
had like surgery on his foot or something.
Speaking of George Takei.
Brooke, that could have been any better timing, Tony.
That's the model that somebody's put their cigarette out on,
Yeah.
or the Bic lighter. Did you hear about this urban legend that it's like the 27 Club? It was like everybody
Oh, yeah.
that Floofy had a white Bic lighter. But it turned out to be total bullshit. Somebody said that the Bic disposable lighters didn't even come around until like 73 or something.
Oh, you're just stepping on my Bic.
Stepping on my Bic.
I had to
No, Steve, if you only step on your own Bic.
That'd be a good commercial for somebody. Step on your own Bic.
Well, they
I had
did
to
one like
switch to
suck my
habit.
Bic, suck my Bic lighters.
Suck my Bic.
No, I used to fill my hand up with the gas and then light it and get the flame on the hand. You know, the like the campfire on your hand thing.
I never did that before.
I
Yeah,
did
I
that
used to
all
do
the time. What?
I think I made you do that.
Oh, did you?
Sounds like something your brother would
I
do.
learned it from watching you.
You
I
probably
used to.
did.
I remember probably a lot of kids probably did this. You take Elmer's glue and rub it on your hands, and it could peel it off and
Well,
roast
little
people
kids
out,
do
make it look
that.
like your skin's coming off. Anyway.
I went to Darren one time we had a barrel, a trash barrel in Alabama, and it had a raging inferno coming out of it. And the kids were there. I was a horrible example. I put my arm through it, through the and I'd never even tried it before. I wonder if I could put my arm through this. And, another time it was when we did the water skiing thing in Alabama. We had a campfire that night, and the logs were all burning and needed to be reshuffled. So I just grabbed them. I grabbed one of the logs. Gracie freaked out. It's like, well, the secret is you got to be drunk, you know.
Yeah.
Well, how could we sleep when our logs are burning?
Robert Plant, the big log,
No, there was a different. What song?
Midnight Oil. You know what? That I've discovered a guy on YouTube. He had a play-by-play on Zeppelin's worst performance.
Mm.
The one that was Live Aid, that horrible Zepp set when they reunited just for Live Aid and did the worst performance of the decade of anybody. And they blamed it on Phil Collins. He was partially to blame, but they were all to blame. But
What's Phil Collins got to do with Led Zeppelin?
That was what everybody was asking. So Phil Collins played with Robert Plant, played drums for him. They were friends.
Hope it was good for him.
Well, yeah, it was fine. They were friends, and then they were going to do Phil Collins was a big shot, bigger than Zeppelin at the time, you know, and he was part of Live Aid. And Robert Plant's like, hey, can you get me in there? Hey, can you get me in the Live Aid? You know, we can do something together, you know. And hey, you can get Jimmy Page. You can help. Yeah, you're not getting it. So Phil Collins thought that it was supposed to be Honey Drippers was going to be live, and it was going to have Jimmy Page join them. And Phil Collins was like, yeah, you could play Sea of Love or What Sexy, etc. He could play that. The problem is somehow it morphed into a Zeppelin reunion.
Oh.
And the thing is Phil Collins didn't have the heart to kind of. He said everything changed. And they were going to start rehearsing. He didn't have time to rehearse because he had his own life to live. And so he was doing a show in Wembley, and he took the Concorde to Philadelphia to do Live Aid, and he said, "I'll learn these three Zeppelin songs." He'll woodshed it, which means just learn it until you got it on the plane. He'll listen to the songs and learn, which he didn't. And he immediately backstage he sees Jimmy Page and them, and Jimmy Page is like tests him. Okay, so right before the where everybody stops and a whole lot of love, what happens? And he didn't know, and he kind of shrugged, rolled his eyes. And there was an American drummer, I guess, that they had too. Neither drummer knew what the fuck they were doing. They just didn't know what they were doing on stage. And Plant, he sounded like a frog. He couldn't reach any of the high notes. He was squeaking. Jimmy Page was out of tune because I guess the weather kind of put his guitar out of tune, but he was also smashed. It was just a horrible show. They just sucked. They sucked the whole entire show, but they blamed it on Phil Collins. He was the scapegoat. And he was like, I didn't ask to do this. You guys asked me to. And it was a train wreck. But this guy went through the whole thing. It was interesting.
When did this all happen?
Live Aid in the 80s.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I have a correct opinion that Phil Collins is possibly the greatest drummer ever.
Why?
Because there's very few drummers that people will hum the drums from a song.
What was the hum? What would you drum the hum? What would you hum drum?
Well,
hum drum
in the air tonight.
In the air tonight.
It was a drum machine.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
It was a drum machine.
Yeah, it was.
He did a few drums at the end, but no, all the dum dum boom boom. That was all drum machine.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Look
But
it
there's
up.
all sorts of songs from the 80s. You're like, I like the drums on that. Oh, it was Phil Collins was on it.
That's fair enough. I don't discount him as a drummer. In fact, I'm kind of on his side with the Zeppelin thing. I think that was unfair than to blame him for it. But I'm not a Phil Collins fan. I hate his music. I couldn't stand in the 80s that we had to listen to two bands. We had to listen to Phil Collins and Genesis, and they all had number ones every week, and you just couldn't escape it. And I didn't like it. I didn't like the Phil Collins sound. And I'm not saying as a person I don't like him. He's probably a nice guy. He kind of proved that you can be kind of a plain Jane looking dude and be on the top of the world. That's pretty cool.
His angry songs are good.
That's fine. Oh,
Oh, I hated that. Oh,
Oh, that was
what the fuck was that?
Phil Collins.
Oh, that was horrible.
His best was I Don't Care Anymore.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't think the only song I absolutely hated from him was that duet he did with some woman.
Separate
Oh my
lives. I love
gosh.
that song.
When that would start, you called me on the phone. I would turn the radio off and just do something else for 10 minutes. I could not stand it.
You called me from the room in your
Jules' drummer's pretty good though too.
It's when I went to Vegas, and I was supposed to meet Poppermost, and remember that whole train wreck we had. That was a horrible night. But when I finally got with him, he was like, "Oh yeah," that when we were walking through this hotel trying to get to his car, he's like, "Phil Collins was just here. I saw him." So Phil Collins was just in the casino there. That was, I guess, when he was on 2 feet, because he went downhill physically pretty fast. And Lewis said, "Ever here when it's raining and we are watching game, Bad Singer will come on the screen and the game will stop." Must be talking about Springsteen.
Must be.
Oh
Speaking
my
of
God.
bad singer, I'll be right back.
I got to pee too, but I'll wait till you're back, Steve.
No, go ahead. I'll take longer. I gotta get coffee and go ahead.
All right.
Springsteen is the most overrated musician ever, in my opinion.
Yeah, you.
Oh, I could never stand his. Never mind. I'll be right back.
No, it's the one he did really good where he's actually sang normal was "Girls in Their Summer Clothes." It's a good song, but
The West Coast girls are hip, something, but
that's the Beach Boys there.
no, it's David Lee Roth.
David Lee Roth. Well, yeah. But
Beach Boys covered it.
No, the other way
You
around.
start. You don't have to. You don't have to pick up the slack for Timmy when he's gone.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
But while Timmy's gone, did you hear the new scuttlebutt about Star Trek? What's that? Now they're talking about Captain Archer series where he's the president of the Federation. Like, what the fuck? Can't you guys just
With the dog too.
probably? I don't know.
If they
I
could
mean,
get rid of the woke shit, they wouldn't have missed
Yeah.
out
It's
half
never
the
gonna
potential
happen.
audience.
apparently Alex Kurtzman, who did Starfleet Academy, he's out because he just doesn't have it. Fans don't like him, and he's ruining it. And I won't even. They already filmed the second season. I refuse to watch it because I won't give it hits for algorithms or anything.
That's why I won't watch the last 2 seasons of Wheel of Time.
Wheel of Time.
Yeah.
It was based on one of my favorite series of books, and they just screwed it up so bad.
Oh, don't you when they do that? But people, the fans tell say they make it known what they really want, and the fans are what makes the thing. I don't know, but they won't listen. They want to do the woke shit.
Did you know that only 40,000 people watched that new series?
Yeah, I know. Well, they said 40,000 per show, basically.
Well, I thought they said
viewers than that
400,000 total. Well, they were saying 400,000 total.
Yeah, it was 10 episodes, so they're basically averaging it to like 40,000 per episode.
Yeah, I'm just like, shit, that's kind of like what I've got Transformer videos that did better than that almost, maybe not quite, but considering. Anyway, go ahead, Steve, but make it quick. None of this 30-minute stuff. We've got our last hour.
All right, 20.
I'm not yelling at you. Damn it.
Yeah.
If you shake it more than twice, you're playing with it.
Well,
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, what's wrong with shaking?
Well, when people are waiting on you.
Well, I've heard it was more than 3 times. I've been doing one too many.
It depends how old you get, because after a while, it'll just keep dripping and going.
Yeah, so the older you get like me, I gotta have to shake it 13 times.
We'll just do like putt and bring the bottle with you.
No matter how much, no matter how you shake and how you dance, you're still going to piss yourself. Isn't that how the saying goes?
Yeah.
That would have been a precious moment, but Steve didn't laugh and he laughed.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I highly recommend picking up one of those.
A Singer Porsche,
Yeah.
they cost hundreds of dollars at least.
Yep. Yeah, I think they start at 500 and go up past $1 million.
$500
because they're
could probably do
custom hand built.
If they're EVs,
So it's
you
probably
won't be able to even.
it probably falls apart as soon as you get it home.
No, they have. Who's one of the big tuners? They actually take it to their shop to do the engines. I forget who.
Yeah, I've driven a lot of hand built cars, usually built by my hands, and they usually have to.
Yeah, that's true.
Keep tinkering.
But they do these they take like mid 90s 911s and then just from the ground up totally rebuild them to make them look like kind of 70s 911s with tuned engines and like immaculate interiors. So I'll probably never be in the same state as one, but that's my dream.
Well, you're in Florida. There's plenty of exotic stuff in Florida.
Yeah.
But I think the quick money is farther south.
Well, I'm waiting for Darren to get his car going out of the garage so he can take it to these car shows with me.
Yeah, I need somebody to help me fix it.
I'll help you fix it.
My
even though I don't know
problem
what the
is
hell I'm doing.
the problem is the brakes, which are down low, and I've got bad back and knees, which makes down lows kind of suck.
So I can snake myself anywhere. Just tell me what I need to do.
Get a lift.
All right. Some weekend, if you want to, come over and we'll take them apart. I think I'm worried about not being able to get the the rear brake off drum. I assume it's like a drum in the middle and a disc on the outside.
Yeah.
Right.
See how they work.
So,
Have you looked at YouTube? Because they've got a video about how to do every damn thing.
I hate YouTube, but maybe I will.
It's worth a
I
shot.
hate
At
anything
least-
convenient.
Ooh, like that trolley's doing donuts.
Yeah, people
Yeah,
actually
it's a
went,
cable
like
car.
passengers went and helped spin. And nowadays people are such jerks. They're like, those people are paying. Why are they helping it spin? And it's just like, what is that Gottschalk? Like I'm not gonna go to a self checkout at Walmart unless they pay me. And it's just like,
I kind of agree because Walmart, the checkouts always accuse me of stealing shit, and I have to come have somebody help me because I don't put it in the bag correctly or something, or I
really?
look shifty while I'm doing it.
You
So
got
yeah,
bad luck with it. Well, uh, no, but there's people that complained about the Gilligan's Island intro because it briefly shows the professor helping Skipper get the boat ready and stowing some things away. And they're like, why is he helping him? He's paying him to do this. And it's just like, because people were jerks back then,
yeah.
like you are. It's just like, good grief.
It just came naturally.
Yeah.
Or what was that story? I think it was like John Candy or somebody. He was walking through the parking lot or something. There was a couple of guys getting some equipment out of a car. And he just jumps in and gives them a hand. And it's like, oh, wasn't that John Candy? Yeah, okay. It just came naturally to him. It didn't.
Well, who was it? Was it Vinny that told us about a friend of his that his Davy Jones and the Monkees was visiting him, and his wife. He said, "Yeah, my wife's been bitching about me because I won't build this barbecue pit, this brick." And he's like, "Well, what are you waiting for?" And Davy Jones just actually went out and helped, got it going and helped him build a barbecue pit or something.
Well, it's like my favorite T-shirt says, "If I tell you I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. You don't have to keep reminding me every 6 months."
Damn straight. And Steve says, sure, YouTube having all the videos you need to fix your car. That's true. It's worth looking at.
I'll try it.
Even our African friend is saying to do it.
Tot got her first car today.
What?
I signed over the Lexus and she went and registered it. So it's
So that
officially
means you get to
hers.
pay your own insurance too?
She's going to have to pay me. I found Geico's about $1,000 less than Progressive wanted. So
Well, that's
Yeah,
that helps.
you know what? Progressive is actually it's named because the founder of the company was one of them progressives.
fascist.
Well,
Yeah.
I've got Progressive, but I've had them so long that I actually get discounts. It's like literally my insurance goes down every year a little bit. So
I used to
I'm not
get a
gonna switch.
discount, and then I got one ticket back at 05, and they jacked my rate and it never came back down.
Damn, that sucks.
Haggerty was going down every year, and then until I moved here, now it's back up.
I don't
when I
use
had a car,
Hagerty
I've
for the
been
Mustang. I
doing
just use-
AAA for years when I had a car.
Well, I had AAA and used Progressive through AAA, and then I got rid of AAA because when I had Chewy that time, I went to Miami, and it was on my way back. He overheated right in the middle of Jacksonville, right on like the Fuller Warren Bridge, and I went to call AAA because I'd had them for years for the roadside assistance, and it was just bots, and I couldn't get a hold of anybody, and I was so frustrated. I got rid of them after that because I was like, thanks for nothing.
I tried calling Progressive about that house insurance I thought they sold me, and I was talking to an AI chat thing on the phone, and they're like, what are you calling about? I said, I want to check on my homeowner's insurance. Oh, were you driving or were you a passenger? I said, I don't drive my house. They eventually gave me a person.
Oh,
and they were like,
that's
oh yeah, we never gave you that insurance. So I haven't had house insurance for 6 months.
Yay. I hope you didn't get fined for insurance gap. That
I did.
Shit.
$2,000.
Shit. I'd had them pay for it. Damn it.
Well, it's not a fine, but there's only one insurance company out here that'll take you if you haven't had insurance previously, and it was twice as much. So I have to have that for 6 months, and then I will have had insurance previously at that point. So then I can go back and get cheaper insurance.
Well, that sucks. I would give them a 1-star review on Google.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I was gonna say, but it had to have been depressing since we're talking about insurance.
Yeah. Screw
Anyway.
insurance.
What else? What else is there to talk? Lewis said, "Hi, Mr. Steve. Thanks for coming. Happy to see you again." And Steve says, "Storing." I don't know what that means.
You know, if you're looking at a chat and it don't make no sense, look at the one above. And if it still
I
don't
don't
make
wanna
sense,
do
look
that.
up one more. And then it still don't make, you know.
Then it's probably Steve that's been chatting. Then
Yeah.
wait for him to come back.
The professor was just showing his own luggage.
Huh?
Stowing.
Or he just wasn't being an ass.
Yeah.
Why would the professor have luggage on a 3-hour tour? The Howells are the
I
only
think
ones
they
with
were going to go
luggage.
straight from there to the airport or the ship or whatever the heck. That's why they had everything they owned with them.
Because
I'm
the
pretty
professor was the one who sabotaged the boat.
Yeah. Because the
I'm pretty
Howells
sure
had like
that-
14 like steamer trunks worth of shit on this little tiny boat.
Yeah,
Because
that was
I think they
weird.
were just going straight back to the ocean liner. Because you could still sail an ocean liner to Hawaii.
Oh, that makes sense, Tony. He's the only one that's had a theory that makes sense.
And that ruined the whole show for me.
Because
No, but the
when you're on a
professor,
trip
he-
or something,
he-
especially if it's the last day, you got to check out your hotel room at like 5 a.m. or some stupid ass bullshit like that. And then what do you do with all your freaking luggage for the rest of the day until your flight leaves, or your ship, or your
yeah.
rowboat, or
Either they're
Velociraptor?
rich and she might want something on the 3 hours, so they brought it all.
Yeah. Oh dear, we'll have to take a boat with the peasants.
A
And
Yale,
she's like,
man.
yeah, and he's like, oh, my karate pinky.
But
anyway.
but good old Jim Backus was pretty much the voice of my childhood, because
Yeah, Mr. Magoo. And
Mr. Magoo and 500 different commercials. The only way to fly.
really, Steve's Ginger only had one change of clothes or one dress?
Oh shit, you had like as many as Lovey did.
I think Marianne had quite a few changes of clothes too. It's like Gilligan and Skipper and Professor are the only ones that had to wear the same thing every day.
Professor
But even
borrowed
they had
stuff
like
from
500
Ginger.
copies of the same thing.
Well, yeah, technically.
Yeah, the Skipper had like a dozen Skipper suits or whatever the heck, they just all look the
Did you-
same.
And Holly's iconic her plaid shirt and brown pants. They let her go to a sporting goods store or whatever, pick out her own clothes. So I guess she was with her mom or whatever, and that's just what they bought. That kind of became iconic.
Yeah.
Now, Will had a blue shirt in the first season, but it would interfere with the blue screen where his chest would disappear, so they had to put him in like khakis the next season.
Yeah, Ginger had only one dress.
Really?
Oh,
Well, why-
yeah, 100,000 of them.
Hmm.
Really?
Well, see, she wore the
Gilligan
same
wrecked
long.
one of them, and then when Ginger thought you remember that one where she hit her head and thought she was Mary Ann, or
Yeah, yeah.
and she cut all her dresses short
No, I was Marianne who hit her and thought she was Ginger.
and cut all her dresses short.
Yeah, because Marianne was shorter, so she cut all of Ginger's dresses, or what, the one dress, whatever, and it turned
Well,
into a
so there,
miniskirt.
she had more than one, didn't she?
Apparently,
In heaven.
but
I'll be in my bunk.
why she had one dress the whole time though. It was the same evening gown, same gown.
And I always thought that Marianne, everybody thought she was cuter than Ginger.
Oh yeah,
But that one scene where she was behind a curtain taking a shower and Gilligan fell down and was right under the shower curtain and she was like squishing her toes in the mud naked in the shower. And I was like, gosh damn, I'll be in my bunk.
Yeah, yeah, they knew what they were doing in those days. You know, it was a lot more restricted, but they knew their way around things.
Yeah.
Because
What? Oh, go ahead.
cute will win out over fancy and elegant every time.
What one went out?
Cute.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Plus, she had that bug on her face all the time. I hated that.
But what I was trying to say about the professor, he was stowing his.
I don't
luggage.
think so. I don't think that the professor took a luggage with him on a 3-hour tour. I think he was just helping Skipper.
Well, where
which
did he
seems
get
like,
all the Bunsen burners from, or whatever?
Well, that's
Yeah,
Can they
that's
make
Schwartz.
out of coconuts?
Oh well, yeah.
Well, they had sand. You can make glass out of sand, so I'm sure he
Well,
just
that's
did
true.
that and made his own Bunsen burners.
Well, that, and uh, I'm sure there were emergency gear on the ship,
Mm.
on the boat.
And isn't it amazing how their radio lasted for several years? The battery.
We took good care of it.
Isn't it amazing that
Well, I
they
think,
didn't just
Sherwood
spend
Schwartz or
every
somebody was-
episode?
Somebody like
They-
Sherwood Schwartz would use that after the show wrapped. He used that radio just to listen to his baseball show games and stuff.
Really?
The same. Oh, yeah, the same radio.
That radio would be worth so much money if it's still around.
I remember on the Rescue from Gilligan's Island, the professor made the comment, or one of them did, that the radio gave out about 5 years earlier or something like that. And it was 15 years, so that means that radio lasted 10 years. The battery.
People, I don't know. People didn't save things. They like threw away the Star Trek set when it was done, and so it's like
Oh, yeah.
Justin Hayward. So his signature guitar was a Gibson 335, a big like hollow body, big red guitar. And Gibson, when Justin became famous in the early 70s, Gibson gave him a beautiful blue one because, oh, that's what it was. When he did the Blue Jays band, he had a song called Blue Guitar. And he had 10cc do the backing tracks on it.
Yeah, I heard that song.
It was a pretty song. Well, Gibson gave him a blue guitar, metallic blue, beautiful, but it was the same model, I think, as his others. And somebody interviewed, he's like, I don't know what happened. I think I took it apart and used it for parts or something. I said, what?
Justin
I'd
Hayward.
seen a picture of him with a guitar scattered on the floor, and he's sitting with him, and that blue guitar was beautiful. Like, you did what? That's worse than being a regifter.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm putting that song over to play tomorrow. Blue guitar.
Blue guitar.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
Put it in my morning show folder. There we go. I'm surprised I didn't get yelled at the other day because my TV theme song was General Hospital.
Well, to be fair, I don't think I've liked I've liked 2 TV theme songs. 3. There's 3 TV theme songs. 3 TV songs that I've ever liked. I thought Rockford Files was pretty good.
Oh, yeah. I love that one.
Hawaii Five-0, of course.
Oh, yeah.
And I think my all-time favorite was The Thing to Insight. The Catholic,
Insight?
the Catholic kind of Twilight Zone Albert Hitchcock show that used to play on Sundays. It had a
I remember seeing it.
vibraphone. It was a song doing the vibraphone solo. And I love that song. Dara remembers it. It was dun 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 dun.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah,
Can't find anything on Insight.
it's on YouTube. They got the theme.
Talk about shows that were on. That show was on for like 30 or 40
Oh, here it
years.
is.
But it just
It was.
got
I
sporadic.
wouldn't play more than about 15 seconds, but maybe 10 seconds of it.
Oh, I don't have the theme. I just found it on YouTube.
Oh,
It went from, ran from 1960 to 1985.
very long. It was a good show. It was kind of like a Alfred Hitchcock or Twilight Zone, but it had it was made by the Catholics. Leslie Ear was on an episode. I saw it on YouTube, the one he was on. It was good. He was such a good actor. It also had that woman from Bob Newhart, Carol, the secretary.
Mm-hmm.
And because his story was, it also had the guy from Adam's Family, Gomez.
Oh,
It was
John
it was a
Astin.
fun, yeah, John Astin. It was a funny episode that it was about this divorced couple. Their kid, who was Wesley Ear, was getting married, and they saw each other for the first time after the divorce, and they would hit each other and like throw food at each other, and they were violent. But it was a funny episode. Well, Carol, the woman that played Carol, she was behind the counter at the bar there where most of it took place, or the restaurant. And she told, so the guy that produced it, the Catholic priest that produced the movie, when he gave people his checks, he would hold on to them, like he wouldn't let go of the checks. Meaning, could you let us have the check and donate it to the Catholic Church? And most people said would just let him have it. And she knew about that, and she was so afraid. And she told Wesley, I gotta have this check. I gotta live off this. And at the end, he watched her. He gave her that check and held on to it, and she grabbed it from him. I thought it was funny. Wesley did. Boy, I killed the show, didn't I? I'm sorry.
You stepped on its dick.
I'm sorry.
Blades.
Why are the boats white? So racist.
So you can
Are
see,
you racist?
Yeah, I
so the
know.
fish know where to jump.
I guess.
See, they didn't even run that old lady over, even though she was jaywalking.
Looks like they're on the set of that Scorpions video.
Yeah.
I don't know if I remember a Scorpions video. I just remember Darren said that the lead singer had a moon tan. When they're so pale and white.
Well, I maybe didn't know he was German.
Yeah,
They've all
if
got
you
movie
if
fan.
you find like really early Scorpions, you can hear the accent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wonder if they made them drop the accent and learn an American accent when they became more popular. Probably when they became international.
Yeah.
It almost seemed like it was a prerequisite of getting a song in the States.
Well, like the
Seems
Beatles,
like-
they had thick Liverpudlian accents, but when they sang, except when Paul did "Till There Was You," I never saw them at all.
I don't know. I heard their
That
accents.
part
in a lot
always
of their
got me.
songs.
"Till There Was You" that McCartney did on one of the first albums. It says, "I never saw
what, Darren?
them at all." That always kind of stood out to me back then.
I heard their accents a lot. I mean, that's how we open the door. The Beatles really they kind of.
That's
Pink Floyd
not
was
Beatles,
another
huh?
one that kept their British
Yeah.
accents. Herman's Hermits. There were certain bands that, of course, Renaissance.
Yeah, but it
he
wasn't
played-
as thick as when they spoke.
Oh, of course. And Steve played Renaissance. She kept her English accent, which is, I think, what part of what gives her music that charm. Same with the Seekers, even though they're Australian. But he's, hey there, Georgie girl. They had that.
Georgie Gull, yeah.
Georgie girl.
I went there.
Where?
Yeah.
Cliff House
Ah,
Where?
San Francisco.
behind Tony. San Francisco.
Oh,
We had breakfast
Did you
there.
ride that thing?
No.
It'd be funny, it just went down into the ocean.
looks like some kind of battery you'd put into a camera or something. What you doing, Steve?
I'm looking for insight.
Oh, it's on YouTube. Just look for Insight Theme. I just looked at it like a week ago.
Yeah.
What I
That's a
found
pretty
was
sketch show.
they have YouTube's got every episode in chronological order on YouTube.
Nice.
I tried looking it up. All I found was articles on how to measure pants.
I'll find it, Steve, because I was just looking at it a week ago.
Because I'd like to find the episode Wesley Year was on. That'd be cool. Probably
Just go to
be.
IMDb, and then it'll
Oh, shit. Oh,
Dude.
No, not
Project.
Project Insight, stupid YouTube. I hate it when they just. It's Insight, opening and closing theme, 1971.
Playland.
And we used to think it showed a statue of Jesus, but it's not Jesus. I don't know who it is. He doesn't have a beard, and he's got a sword. Could it be King
Maybe
David?
it's Sir Lancelot.
That'd be my guess.
Yeah, but why would Sir Lancelot be on a Catholic show?
Well, it was before
Adultery.
the schism. It was before the Church of England, I think. So they were
Yeah,
Irish.
I could only think it would be King David. Watch it, but it's.
Yeah, but
I mean, I'd say it's iconic, at least for us kids. I mean, everybody
Mm.
from Gen X remembers it.
I took Kiana on one of those spinny rides where you're in a car and it spins around in a big circle and then it lifts up and you spin out.
Mhm.
And Kiana was like 5. This was at Santaland. And I was
Ah.
hoping she wouldn't get too scared, but she started screaming, "Yay! Higher! Faster!" So she enjoyed it.
Ah.
I used to be so disappointed because I was never big enough to ride on the witch's brew there.
Ah.
And finally, when I was big enough, they got rid of it. And it was like the only ride they got rid of. Everything else was.
I mean, the kind of music that people like.
And they have a, and they had a, you go there in the summer and they would have this Christmas pole in the middle of this square and it was frozen so you could lick it.
I remember that. I used to lick it all the time. Steve, do you want me to give you the link?
They would have parents, if they didn't want to babysit all their kids, they would have a couple of them lick the pole. And they'd
No,
be stuck there until they came back for them.
You know, in the movie, they had a hole in the pole and a little vacuum pump.
Yeah, they did. He was the only kid in the new movie that didn't look. You couldn't tell who he was anymore. He changed a lot since he was 12.
Well, Anthony Michael Hall did too.
It's weird how that happens.
Yeah, but you know, Ralphie, you could still tell he was Ralphie, and you could tell Flick.
Because
You could
child
tell all the-
actors tend to be on the short side because they generally want somebody to play younger.
Right.
You know, like Michael J. Fox. He was playing, you know, a kid on. He was born the same year as me, so you know, when he was
he's like
playing a kid,
3'2".
Yeah.
Well, ironically, Scott Farkas, who was the bully, I think he was younger than all of them.
Probably.
But yeah, when he was in the new one, and he looked just like he looked just the same as he did when he was, 12. But no, Flick, he was the oldest one of them by like a year or two. He was older than me, like the only one of the bunch that was older than me. But he you could kind of see him when you're like, yeah, I guess that's Flick. But it's like, whoa, he changed. Where the others, you could kind of tell. It was a decent movie. I don't know if it would be like a Christmas tradition, but it was worth seeing once. Kind of like the new Spinal Tap. It's not something I'd probably watch again, but it was okay. Or let's put it this way: I might watch it again. I don't think I'd pay for it, but if someone like burned me a copy, I'd maybe watch it again.
I think he broke down there.
They were like, yeah, I like
Possibly
money.
you blew a seal.
Who did?
You froze there for a second.
Oh, might have blown a seal. That's gross.
Nah, it's just ice cream.
Spinal Tap. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I wonder if I told that one if Claudine would start using it.
About blowing a seal?
Yeah, probably
Never know.
not.
Probably not. The Monty Python, it's one of those, when I would hear them, their director commentaries and hear them behind the scenes, I started just not liking them anymore. And I don't know why, but I just didn't like them anymore. And
English people are hard to like.
I know. And Harry Shearer was on Howard Stern. I couldn't really stand him after that. And it kind of tainted Spinal Tap a bit for me.
You said taint.
I know.
In Wheel of Time, they had 2 sources of magic, one for women and one for men. And the dark one is the big baddie. He had his own source of magic. And he did something and tainted the men's, and they refer to it as the dark one's taint. So I chuckle sometimes.
And be careful out there, Lewis. I kind of forget that it's way past dark there.
Yeah.
Like the wee hours. I feel bad having to walk so far to hear us, to watch us.
And that's Africa, so there's probably velociraptors.
Could be.
Even though I'm not particularly scared of velociraptors. T-Rexes are extinct, thank God.
Yeah, but they got lions and tigers. We got the bears here, but they got the lions and the
my.
tigers.
We got tigers. Well, no, lions.
Just mountain lions, which I guess are
Mountain
pumas.
lions, yeah. I haven't seen any mountain lions around here. I see coyotes. You just have
Oh,
to
there
throw
was
an acme
apparently
catalog
we
at
had it.
them.
There was a family of mountain lions that lived under the porch at the house next to ours. I heard. Never saw them.
Oh, wow, they do that screaming kind of like the foxes do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the creepiest thing in the world. Fox screams.
Yeah, pretty wild. Even a teacher friend came.
Good.
A teacher friend came out and visited me about a year after I moved here from Colorado, and I was trying to tell him about the fox screams, and I played him a clip on YouTube of a red fox screaming, and he both my dogs, Jeannie and Frilly, started crying because it reminded them of actually hearing it. I felt bad. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's like first time I heard it, it's like somebody's killing a woman out there.
I've heard that before. That's
I
kind
hope
of
she hurries up and dies so that I can get some sleep and she'll be out of her misery.
Yeah, Randy, when he was visiting, he wanted to call 911, and Josh was like, don't worry, it's just a fox. But
You die already.
yeah. I remember when we were like 7 or 8, there was a mountain lion at the end of the driveway screaming. And we all got out of bed, different opposite ends of the house, and came out like, what the fuck, man?
Was that you to step on my dick?
Yeah, I know. It was like, I was like 7 years old. Like, the fucking thing that was like stepping on my dick. And Lloyd went out there with his gun, I guess, or something. He scared it away. He didn't like shoot it, but yeah, he said it was there at the end of the driveway screaming. It sounded like a woman screaming.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, that would be cool if they would have stuck that line and leave it to be, or, hey, Wally, you're not stepping on my dick, are you?
You know what's creepy? I've heard that, speaking of getting turned on by death, the coyotes, when one of them dies, it'll put the females into heat in their pack.
Oh.
So it's like one dies, and next thing you know, you have a litter of 4 new ones to replace it.
Oh,
Die, you're
that's
turning
like
me
my
on.
life.
They're not screwing the dead one, are they? That's gross.
Yeah, it wouldn't really work all that well.
Lewis said, thanks for everyone for the show. Good night. May God continue
Good night, Lewis.
being with us. Good night, Lewis. God be with you too. Be safe.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Lewis. Have a good night, Lewis.
Who was that?
None of that.
Anyhow.
That was my subconscious.
You know what's funny is I lived in a suburb of San Francisco from age 0 until I was 9, and never did any of this tourist stuff. And then we'd go back there for a couple of years in the early 70s. I think I finally got to ride a cable car in like 74.
That's how it always is. I mean, when Darren and I first moved to Florida, it was only like 2 months in, we went to Key West. And, with my grandma in the motorhome. And I don't know about Darren, that's the only time I've been to Keys. It was just like the first 2 months of living here. Darren and I went to Disney World that first year. We did all the tourist things when you first moved here, and then you don't ever do it again. I finally went to Disney World again, with Kathy Coleman and Howard a couple of years ago. But that was the first time I'd been since we were there. And it's like, they didn't do anything to that park to like do any renovations or update it, which is fine, But
Is it getting shabby?
yeah, it was just old. There was nothing new. It was basically, I don't think they had the submarine ride that they had when we were there, but it just seemed like there wasn't anything new there. And it's like
Is Epcot still there?
Yeah, but we didn't go to Epcot. It kind of pisses me off, but.
Because
we went to
Epcot's
Hollywood
supposed to be
Studios.
this like mid-century, wonderland. Of course, I don't know if they attempted to update it or do anything stupid. Shit
No,
like
it's not mid-century. It's more like 1980 Wonderland. It's all like 1980 graphics. But that I really kind of always wanted to see it, but instead, Howard's daughter chose everything, and it was Hollywood Studios, which is basically like paying $160 to go to a shopping mall. Even Kathy was saying that, but I didn't complain. I was there and let them lead, and I just did whatever they wanted to do.
I've never been to Disney World, and I don't think I'm missing anything.
You're not missing anything. You got to be six
No.
or parents with 6-year-olds.
The haunted mansion is awesome.
The only thing I remember about that, we didn't go on that this time, but Darren and I did. And the only thing I remember, which was kind of neat, is that you're in one of those coaster cars, and I think you're facing sideways. And at the very end, you're looking at a mirror, and you see, like Darren, or something like that. I don't know if you see yourself. I don't know what it is, but you see of you, and
you see yourself sitting there in the car, and then there's like a ghost sitting next to you.
Yeah, a monster, like a monster ghost sitting next to you, and it's kind of neat.
There's ghosts that climbed in with you.
No, they replace whoever's with you is what was neat.
Oh, okay.
But that was kind of the only thing I remembered. But I remember the submarine ride was cool. But I don't know there's that fucking tiki hut. The tiki, what was that? The tiki hut with the birds. I hated that.
I thought about taking the grandkids there this summer just for the sake.
Don't do that. No,
I
don't care. Go, if you want to, go ahead. We went to this. What's this tiki hut? And we walked in there, and it was like they trap you in this room.
Yeah, they lock the doors.
They lock the doors, and you're in there with these stupid plastic birds telling corny jokes for a half an hour. And I was thinking all the stuff we were missing, watching this stupid, and none of it was funny, none of it was good. And so
I like my morning show.
Yeah, exactly. So when I was walking with Kathy, I was telling her the exact story I'm telling you. And this man overheard us, and he's like, "I agree exactly." And his wife says, "Well, I liked the tiki hut," and I'm like, "Oh shit."
It was like me in Disneyland. I lived in Orange County for quite a while. Never even felt any need to go to Disneyland.
Look, it was my grandma's like, her dying wish was to take us to Disneyland, and we, so it was like in '85 when we went and visited California.
Which is better, Disney World or Disneyland, or neither one of them?
They say Disney World's bigger, which is possibly, but I'll tell you this: Space Mountain and Disneyland was cooler, because Disney World, when you're standing in line, you're just going down a hallway and there's like pictures of planets on the wall, and that's about it. Disneyland, you end up in a spaceport like hangar with an actual with a full-size spaceship hanging there. It was really neat. It was more spectacular than the stupid ride was, and Disney World didn't have that, so I'll give you that.
I wish I could have gone to Las Vegas back when they had Star Trek the experience. That would have been cool.
Yeah, Star Trek Academy, the experience.
The dinosaur ride, that might have been at Disney Animal Kingdom one. Dinosaur ride was really good. And then some of the Star Wars rides were pretty cool.
Maybe we'll just take them to Busch Gardens. It's closer. Probably cheaper.
Well, the best thing about Disney World was getting to ride on everything with my childhood crush.
I would have been cool if I could have gone with you guys. That'd been nice.
Yeah, no, I'm like spinning the teacups with my childhood crush, and the thing is we rode on everything together, and Howard rode on everything with his daughter. So basically every ride for those 2 days, I was with Kathy, sitting next to Kathy.
Nice.
And then the last ride, she's like, I want to ride with you, Howard, on one ride, and that was Space Mountain. And it was slalom. So actually, they didn't get to ride
So
together.
Kathy and Howard were basically dating at the time?
No, they didn't date, but they're besties.
Oh, okay.
They've got a very, what do you call it? Plutonious. Platonic relationship.
Plutonium relationship, yeah.
Plutonium, yeah.
But yeah, they are best friends. So,
Okay.
he did ride with her all the way from Indiana to Florida. So I'm sure it didn't hurt them to ride separately, you know.
Is that where she's living now in Indiana?
No, she lives in uh, Palm Springs.
Oh, right there where Wesley lives. That's where he is.
Yeah.
But doesn't Wesley go to like Mexico every 2 days or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he caused a riot there last time or something. He caused a war
Did
or
he?
something like yeah.
Is it
They were
is that true? Or?
Yeah, they're burning places down
And Wesley started
and well, I'll tell him that if I ever see him.
it. Well, I stopped trying to get him on the show.
Scared. He was scared. He's posting on his Facebook all the, like his grocery store burned down. They were like it was a war going on. No, because their kingpin was killed or something, so they started just burning everything down or something.
So does he have a place in Mexico that he?
Yeah, I think so. He's rich. Yeah, he's well to do.
Well, because of us, you know, we reached
Because of us, yeah, I know.
Yeah, we made him famous.
All needs to spend some of that on a Singer Porsche.
Yeah. I wish I could talk him into coming back on here. It'd be nice.
No, don't give up.
Man, I you know, it's been like 6 months since I mentioned it.
Yeah, he doesn't remember, Steve. He's like 70.
Is he really 70 now?
He was born in 51.
Wasn't he?
Yeah.
So he's 10 years older than me, and I'm older than the fucking hills.
So he was, he was already in his 20s when he played Will in Land of the Lost. So that was part of why he did better than most child actors, because he wasn't really a child when he played a child. So,
well, I just read about him auditioning for the Partridge Family when they thought David Cassidy was going to leave.
yeah, they were going
I
to
hope
get
he gets
slated to take his place too. Do it.
Hope he gets it.
No, he was actually slated to take his place, and they canceled it, I guess.
Yeah, David,
David my
said
luck.
it.
Yeah.
Of course, the show, I think when he did that, the show only lasted another season by the time they did that, I think.
I don't see why he would. He's been on our show literally 10 times.
Mm-hmm.
Or I do believe 9 or 10 times he's been on our show. I can't imagine him not wanting to do it.
He was almost becoming a regular on the show.
Yeah, he's kind of friends with us.
Yeah. But I bet you if I were to walk up to him now, he wouldn't remember who the hell I was. You know.
Yeah, I think he would.
Yeah. Because I, you know, when he came here to Tampa for that Fringe Festival, I was glad to see him in that play. It was really good.
Yeah.
Did a great job.
But didn't he say
Made Miss
something? He
Vicky.
was going to come out to Florida like in the next couple of days?
Oh, I don't
Isn't
know.
Go Facebook and look him up.
Huh. Was he got a convention or visiting?
Would have no idea.
Have to look at it and find out.
Kathy, she's always liking my posts, but I haven't really talked to her in a long time. Wendy bought, I guess, a reproduction of the script of the first Land of the Lost and gave it to me for birthday present, and had Kathy signed it to me.
Nice.
How can women do that? Figure out good presents. I'd probably get you like a statue of a horse.
I would rather had that than the stuff Gracie would get. She was the worst.
Oh, really?
Oh, she was terrible at birthday presents. And if I gave her anything like that, she would get me stupid, like, I don't even want to think about it. One time she bought me, for my birthday, she got off eBay a glass ashtray that had a sticker of ELO on the bottom of the ashtray. It was just a sticker some guy printed out and put it on a generic ashtray, and that was my birthday present. And I hated smoking. And she knew that, and that was my birthday present. And another time, it was when I lived in Colorado. She knew damn well. She asked what I wanted. I said, I want a race car. Which we couldn't do, but it would have been nice. Give me a piggy bank and put $100 in it and say, that's your fund for your race car. We can start it. That would have been very nice. She got me 2 Matchbox cars she found at Target or something. And that was it. That was the joke gift. I'm like, okay, so what's the real gift? And that was it. There's your race cars. Fuck off.
Oh, he's coming to Florida to catch a cruise. That's what he's doing.
Tom Cruise?
No, yeah.
He's cruising.
Let me see if I can find. Let me get that script.
You guys still there? I got a message from Zoom says it's not responding. Oh,
Yeah, I'm here.
Tim left. Well, your square left at least.
but he's going to Port of Tampa to catch a cruise here, or he was. I don't know if he's. So.
You see his still picture, right?
Hmm. I can watch.
You see Timmy's still picture right there in the blue tunic thing.
When he's talking, but not. I don't see him anything now.
Are you on a phone or something?
Who?
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, but what you should see is what we see on YouTube, just all the squares there.
Yeah.
Unless you've changed the configuration.
Early in the call, I was missing a bunch of people's squares too.
Yeah,
that's weird.
What we're not showing everybody on YouTube?
Oh yeah.
No, YouTube it's fine. It's just that I noticed that before. It's like, I don't see anybody. It's like talking about, because I have it set so everybody should see exactly what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Follow host video order.
When I logged on, Tony's square was the only one I saw.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys were here too.
Mm-hmm.
I said a bunch of bad stuff about you because I couldn't tell that you were there.
Yeah. If you go up to way up in the upper right corner, there's a little look like a Rubik's cube, and if you hover your cursor over that, there's like 5 things there. It should say speaker, gallery, dynamic gallery, multi-speaker, immersive. If you just have the gallery checked, then you should see everybody.
Yeah, that's why I got gallery.
Yeah.
No, I've never looked at this script before.
Oh, gross! I'm bigger in the gallery. I like it when I'm smaller and hard to look at.
But you should see it. Each of us, equally divided.
Yeah.
Kathy said, Timmy, we may have a lot of fans, but it's none like you. We love you, Kathy Coleman, Holly.
Oh,
that was nice.
I think the last gift I got for anybody was I got a cowbell for Molly. That was many years ago.
I was about to say Molly's the only one that ever gives me gifts too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she bought my new CD.
Yeah. She gave you your new CD?
Well, she bought it off Bandcamp, a digital copy. But
okay.
I had it for sale for $9, and she gave me $15 for it. So she must have really liked it. So I went to her show to thank her for it, which is hard because it's a midnight show. I went there last Friday. She wasn't there. She must be working on her play or something.
I wish I would get her on here again. I'd like to talk to her some more.
I like Molly.
Yeah,
this is get Molly and Allie
Molly
at the same
gave
time.
me a couple years back.
Oh, was that what Molly said? That's cool. That's no. The Red Barons, Snoopy.
Well, Snoopy. He would go after the Red Baron.
Yeah. He's got a musical box on.
Yeah.
Tony showed this random movie clip, a YouTube thing on our Facebook Messenger, and it had some guy saying, "I'm gonna land this at dusk, and what do you think?" And it was a Fokker triplane, and he was landing it at dusk, and I told Tony I was waiting for him to fall out or something, and Tony goes, "You have a screw loose."
Yeah.
I'm like, I know.
I'd have to be introduced to her first.
Who?
Loose.
Oh.
Loose screw.
That's what I call Lucy. Loose.
Oh.
I call her that when I'm like outside shouting at her because she's trying to go through the fence. I'm like, loose.
All right. Well, then I take it back. Don't screw loose.
Oh yeah.
I have a nickname for Chloe. I always call her Clobit. It's funny. I don't know where it gets.
Clomid?
Clobit.
That's a drug.
Yeah. Clobit.
That's funny.
I don't know. I don't know if it's funny, but it's just I just started calling her Clobit.
Okay.
Do that.
If it works.
Oh. Right, Clobit. Where's Clobit? There she is. Hi, Clobit. Come here.
See, the problem is if you go to Disney World with your crazy ass grandson who bites people and hits people and all that crap.
Oh, there you go. That's a good idea.
That might not be a good idea.
Yeah, I'm never taking Ruby to Disney World, that's for sure.
Do they bite people?
Sweetheart.
She probably just me.
I brought my earbuds and I can't hear nothing. What a dick.
Oh yeah,
I
Darren.
step on my own dick, Chloe.
So Ellie's off work at like it'll be like 7:30 or 8 our time because she's in California, so she's on California time.
Here's Chloe. Here's my Chloe.
Probably
She
I'll
said
let
that-
you just do it, but say hi for me.
Okay, she said that she feels bad about not staying in the band. She said she had too many jobs and kept getting more and more jobs and didn't have time for it.
Who's that?
She's a woman that played with us a little bit when we had our live
Woman.
apology on
Was
Darren's
she
face.
good?
Yeah, but
nice.
she wants to be a Transformama character.
Oh, nice.
Um, which there's never too many Transformama women, I guess.
Where'd you get Transformama from? Because I heard of Futurama.
Because it used to be a contest on DeviantArt,
Oh,
and I would draw something, a scenario. I
uh-huh.
would have like maybe a man and woman playing with a Ouija board, and I would give the scenario and this and that, and then I would say, the first person to respond gets to choose the name of the character and the transformation.
Oh, sweet.
It was a contest kind of a thing, and I didn't know what to call it, and I kind of made I don't know if it was a contest to come up with a name or something. I think I said I would do a drawing commission if somebody could come up with a name. And some guy said, how about Transformama? And it was perfect. And he wanted me to draw an anthro shark woman and an anthro orca woman with their feet in a kiddie pool, like socializing. So I drew that for him. And that was it. That was the trade. And I've had Transformama since. That's like in 2008.
Nice.
And I've had the YouTube channel since 2011, and it's got quite a. If I made it like fetishy and stuff, I could probably get a hell of a lot more subscribers and hits.
I should do that then.
I just never wanted to cross that path because so many kids watch it. There's so many kids on that channel that say that. Like Saturdalia or different things, or they'll say, I watched this when I was a little kid and I'm sentimental, or it just scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. I'm thinking, why were you watching this when you were a kid?
Well, that's what Tony Gagne said. I remember that when you said you were watching Porky's and you were like, what, 12? 11, 12?
Yeah. I said, you were a bad influence on me. You got me into trouble. And he's like, well, what? What happened? Because I said I was 11. He's like, that's pretty young to have watched that. And I said, yeah, you were a bad influence. He's like, what happened? I said, well, I stuck my face in a bowl of chili because it seemed cool when you did it. And it ended up burning my eyes. I'm like, ah! And he's like, yeah, that wasn't stunt chili.
Yeah, I was listening to that the other day, the Tony Gagne. Yeah. It's a good episode.
Yeah, it was a real good episode. And he was on 3, because we had to continue the first step. I didn't realize we continued that into 2 episodes.
Yeah, because I was recording for like 5 hours.
Yeah. The second one I thought was almost more interesting than the first because it wasn't as much about Porky's. It was about other things, about him getting kicked out of Finland.
And I also
being
have
arrested. Yeah.
I also have a couple more hours of we were talking mostly about cars. That had been unaired. I still
It
have
was
that.
mostly Tony and him because they're. I mean, I'm into Mopars too,
Yeah.
but he's really into Mopars. Like he would rebuild them and stuff. So they had.
But since he passed away, I thought it'd be cool if somehow used that audio.
Certainly.
And we need to figure out this Star Trek shit. Let me get a hold of Owen, see if he's even interested, because I'd really like him to be part of it.
He's what, 5 hours ahead of us?
Probably, yeah. Scotland time.
That's 8 hours ahead of Tony, I guess.
Yeah.
So I can only think it would be a weekend since Darren works. Darren's got to be part of it.
Yeah.
You've got to be a part of it, Steve, because you
Yeah.
did some principal characters. Of course,
Scotty,
Tony's got to be a
Dr.
part of it because he's part of the team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dog
I was
Dog, I'd like to
fully
have
on
him.
board back then. I mean, he could certainly be around, but
You didn't do any voices on that, Tony?
He
just
did
just like a
quick,
background thing. Just what's going
Oh,
on?
okay.
what's going on during the
Oh.
shaking
Because
scene.
it was already pretty much made when I first started hanging out
Ah,
with you guys.
yeah.
But Tony's been such a part of our team since that he's would
yeah.
not include him.
We talked about this so long. It was such a shame that we couldn't have done this when Putt was still around, you know.
I know.
We
Or
When
Darren.
Putt was doing well, I don't think this was really in our
Yeah.
plans. I don't think we'd really thought about doing it.
Yeah.
Because the last year, Putt was kind of just in and out. There were times he couldn't, he's in a lot of pain. So it's hard to ask him to do things. But
What was the last date he was on this show with us? You remember?
I remember the show. It was when my internet went out and I had to do it at Thomas's house, I think.
Oh.
Uh,
Maybe I wasn't here for that one then, was I?
I don't know. I was the little toy airplane on that show. It was. I don't think Darren was there because he was moving. Or, but it was like the week after Darren first showed up to BabbleGab, because we remember Pup came back like a ghost. We didn't expect him, and that's when I called Darren up. I'm like, if you want to see Putt, here you go. So that's the first time Darren was on BabbleGab. That was late last year. No, not
Then
late last year.
Constock went up there to see Putt just like a week or two before he passed.
Yeah.
I think I had a dream recently where it was like playing out, where I had the chance to go see Putt. It was like happening again or something. It was weird. Did you see the new Precious Moments, Steve?
Yep.
Oh, okay. You were in it a lot this time.
Oh, yeah, it was funny. I was cracking up.
It was pretty good. It starts out, Putt's like sticking that thing up his nose.
Yeah.
I was like, well, there's our screen capture for the thumbnail.
Yeah, I even watched a few other Precious Moments, too.
I did a marathon with Darren when he lived here. When he first moved here, we were trying to figure out something to watch, and we decided just to watch every Precious Moments in order. all 19 of them.
And geez, he still wanted to come, and he's still on the show.
Still on the show, yeah. Of course,
Darren's come up with some zingers too. I've seen on some of these Precious Moments. Oh my God.
He's got his own humor, which works with us.
He's a quiet one, and those are the ones that just belt them out, when you least expect it.
That's his reputation.
My drama teacher told me that. He said, you don't say much, but when you do, it's good.
Yeah, it is.
That's a lot better than people like me that just have a motor mouth and don't say anything
me,
interesting. Yeah. Or Tony.
Yeah, look what time it is already. I'm hungry. I haven't had dinner.
Still got 7 minutes.
I know. So, by the way, has anybody heard my new show, The Way Back Top 10? No.
Yeah, I always listen to like the first 15 minutes or so when I'm riding my bike to work on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And then
It's a good show. I don't script it. I don't edit it. I just hit record and run through the whole 1 hour, and that's it.
Yeah,
if I fuck up, I fuck up.
That's the way to do it. Although I'm not one to talk, because when I do like a Transforma blog, I'll do it 40 times until I get it right.
Good.
Good.
I was going to say, me and Tony were talking not long ago about how different I sound from my scripted and pre-recorded shows than when I do live. Because I do sound scripted.
I think you do better live.
Oh, yeah. When you're doing the real 80s, it didn't even sound like you. It sounded like some other dude.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Trump. We like to see him live, just improv. We don't like to hear him read a speech because he's boring. And
he is better just off the cuff.
So are you watching the new Malcolm in the Middle, where like Dewey or one of those kids is trans now?
No.
And one of them, one of them is like a race car driver, and he backs his car out into the middle of the.
Yeah, Stewie, I think.
Darren, did you see that Brady Bunch movie where Bobby did that?
It
Nobody
was
saw it.
horrible. It wasn't a movie. It was like they tried to make a new series, but make it serious.
Oh yeah, they turned it into like Knots Landing or something.
I guess it worked for Lou Grunt, so they figured, why don't we?
Lou Grunt.
Well, it's so weird because Lou Grant was this comic character on Mary Tyler Moore, and then he gets his own show and he's playing supposedly the same character. But now it's tough and serious.
Yeah, that'd be like putting Jack Tripper in his own show, calling it Tripper or something.
Yeah, he's like a PI or some crap, and he's like deadly serious all the time.
Yeah, and make him a doctor. It's like a doctor show. It's like what he never even mentioned a doctor the whole time. And it's like making.
Yeah, they have a doctor. Go ahead.
Well, they made Greg like a baby doctor in it, and it's like what Greg.
He never even indicated that he liked never mind.
Not even that. He was just a dropout, dumb kid. The whole time, and Tony mentioned it best. He said the kids that became doctors, they're the ones that collected butterflies and stuff. It's definitely not great. I just don't understand any of that shit.
I want to see a doctor show where the doctors go in and this patient's got some strange case of such and such, and then the doctor prescribes whatever has the best commission for him, and then they're all out talking with the nurses, and none of them are talking or even thinking about the patients because they don't give a shit.
That'd be more like real life, Dr. House.
Yeah, the doctors are smoking in the OR. There was this movie. It was called Dive Bombers from like 1941, and Errol Flynn, the great Errol Flynn, he was a surgeon, and he wasn't smoking in the OR, but as soon as he got out, as soon as he gets his scribble off, it's like. And then there's a conference of all these doctors, and I swear they must have gone through an entire carton of smokes shooting that one scene.
Good old days.
I thought it was always weird seeing the teachers in the teacher lounge smoke.
Oh, I remember that. Elementary school, I'd walk by the hallway. This is elementary school. And one of them would open the door and come out, and I'm like, all this smoke come barreling out.
Imagine
or even, it was weird. It was jarring for me
with two going at the same time.
It was jarring for me as a kid seeing Lucy Ricardo pull out of smoke. It's just because it hardly ever happened.
Flintstone.
Did he do it on the show or just the commercials?
Just the commercials. Well, there was a couple of times I think he lit a cigar. I think.
I almost think I've seen them smoke cigarettes on that show. Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe
it might have just been the commercials because I don't remember it myself.
What gets me is I was always concerned because Mr. Rogers never smoked on this.
No, no.
That's probably why he lived so long.
Can you say Marlboro? I knew you can.
No, because I can remember as a small kid watching the Flintstones when it was a nighttime cartoon back when it first run.
Yeah.
A monostonic family or whatever the hell that was.
Billy Crystal got his start working on the Mr. Rogers set, pushing
Billy
the button
Crystal
to get the trolley going and all that. Yeah.
He did all that? I didn't know that.
I don't know if he did all of it, but he said he did that. He pushed the button to get the trolley going.
Oh.
That would have been a neat job. Wouldn't that be neat to know that you're controlling the trolley, even though you're just pushing the button?
Isn't that kind of what John Wayne did? He was like a stage hand.
He was a stunt man or a stage hand?
I thought he was a stage hand and somebody happened to notice him or something.
Well, Cary Grant was like that. Cary Grant was a carpenter. Really? And he was spotted by Mae West, of all people. Said, that guy should be...
Come up and see me sometime.
I think I might be a loner here, but I always kind of was like disappointed when the trolley would take us to that land of make-believe because I didn't like it. I liked just the Mr. Rogers part.
Yeah, me too. I didn't like those puppets and
those puppets. I didn't care for that stuff.
Yeah. Of course, that girl that talked to the puppet, she was kind of hot.
She was pretty cute, but then you had to look at that Lady Elaine, that weird thing.
Oh yeah,
that was a weird looking.
What was that King something? I forget.
King Friday.
Yeah, King
King
Friday.
Friday the 13th. Is that what it
That
was?
weird,
King
that,
Friday?
what was it? That meow, 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 meow.
Oh,
Meow, meow.
meow.
Everything is like, hello, meow, 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 meow.
Yeah.
They would have to put like 3 meows in every sentence.
Meow, meow, meow. My butt hurts. Meow, meow.
I think Captain Kangaroo did better with the fake the puppets and
The
stuff.
puppet, yeah, the
his were
moose
more
and the
fun.
rabbit. The rabbit.
Wasn't there one that was it the moose? Which one would always? Yeah, I liked the rabbit. And the moose would always play jokes on him, like having the balls in the closet.
Ping pong balls, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't they do that to Mary Tyler Moore? Or no, those were acorns or walnuts.
Yeah.
Boy, she looks sexy sliding down on those walnuts like that.
Yeah. That just hurt.
I'll be in my bunk.
It's kind of funny that Mary Tyler Moore, they sort of de-emphasized the sexiness after about the first season.
Oh, I had a reverse erection when she had that page boy.
Oh, look at the time.
Well, the first season she was hot, Mary. She looked just like, she looked like she did on Dick Van Dyke. And then it's like, what the hell happened after that? She even had the 70 Mustang like mine.
Richard Van Lesbian. All right, I got to go, folks. It's been fun.
All right, see ya, guys.
All right. Everybody have a good one.
Bye, folks.
All
Thanks
right,
for
you too.
watching. We'll be here
Take care,
next
all.
week. And tip
Same
your
time,
waiter.
same
And
place.
And have the veal and all that. What are the crap? And
Doodly-doo.
the thing.
Oh, see you, Wendy. And hey,
Yes. What?
see you. Hey, hi, Wendy. I didn't know you were here.
Hi, Wendy.
Sorry, you must
Hi,
have
Wendy.
came in last
Hi,
minute.
Wendy.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the last few minutes, and have a great weekend. We'll see you next time, Wendy.
Hey, bye, guys. I'm
Bye,
gone.
folks. Push